Problems, as we've been doing for 45 years or going on 45 years. And here's the deal. We love solving problems. Now, you know, I say going on 45 years, and I've been in the business more than 50, or not more, 50 years. Really, just before I came here, 1980, the first part of 1980, I was in Tampa. WTVT in Tampa for a while. On May 9th, 1980, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge was hit by a tanker, and it collapsed. I got a phone call and hopped in my car, and because I lived not far from there, and my photographer didn't live far from there, videographer, we were there within 18 minutes. I rushed up on the bridge. I remember seeing that car, that famous shot, that car. I interviewed that guy, by the way. That guy whose car was up there, he ran back to safety, but then realized he hadn't locked his doors. So he ran back to his car, which was right at the edge of the bridge there, to lock his doors. That's how he was in shock. I interviewed another man who was in his pickup truck that literally went over the end and came down onto the tanker, and he bounced out of his truck onto the deck. Not a scratch on him. He was banged up, but I shouldn't say not a scratch. Nothing broken, nothing permanent. Now, that was 1980, and then this morning, that terrible, terrible news out of Baltimore. Wow. So Mark calls me and says, do you have that video from earlier? What are we doing with that video, Mark? I don't know if he's at the mic or not right now. I don't think he is, but in any case, we dug up some video from the Tampa one where I was on the scene. Shortly after that, I came here to Denver. But man, how eerie. Same kind of thing. The boat slams into the bridge, collapses the bridge. The bridge, it was a foggy morning, so people driving up on the bridge many of them did not see that it was missing. They just kept driving their merry way, and all of a sudden, no bridge. They're in midair. The most shocking thing was when I ran up there, looked down, and saw a bus just under the water, sideways, with people floating in the bus. It was unbelievable, and it all came flooding back when I saw this. Now, I'm not sure how many people are missing in this one, but 35 people were killed in 1980 at the Sunshine Skyway. I'm not sure how many, but man, and the difference between then and now, almost everything is recorded nowadays. Oh, and they have a recording of that bridge coming down. How chilling. How chilling. Anyway, we have that video. I don't know what we're going to do with it. I think, Mark, you're going to put it on our YouTube channel or something real quick. But anyway, welcome to the show. My heart goes out, of course, to those families. My God, it was, man. Can you imagine, though, driving on a bridge and then the bridge is no more? Mike, let's switch gears here and solve some problems. Mike wants to talk about Xfinity. Yes. Hey, Mike. What's going on?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, did you call yesterday? We didn't get you on, right? I think maybe Correct. Not. Anyway, what's going on with Xfinity, sir? What's happening?
Ordered a phone back in September 23.
Oh, so you wanted the Xfinity cell phone. Okay, go ahead.
Correct. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is Xfinity Mobile.
Yeah.
They sent me the wrong phone. They sent me the iPhone 15 Pro, which is a tiny phone. I wanted the Pro Max.
Right.
I immediately called back.
Now, wait a minute.
and
This was in September of
got the order.
2023?
Correct.
I didn't know they had the Pro Max, the 15 Pro Max back then.
Oh, yeah. They just came out with it.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And
so what happened then?
The 24th, I received the tiny phone, the little 15 Pro.
Yeah. Got the wrong
and
phone.
I called, and I called back and said I need to return this. I need the Pro Max because I can't even see the screen on this. And somehow the order was placed as a new order for the 15 Pro Max, and they were supposed to send me an exchange label for the box to go back. I never got the label. I called when I got my phone.
So what did you do with the little phone when you got the big phone?
It's still in the box. Got it sitting on my counter.
And have you been charged for it?
And yes, I'm being charged for it, and it's not activated. And they admit that I tried to return it within the 10 or 14 days that you're allowed to return it. And the guy that ordered my 15 Pro Max ordered it as a new phone instead of an exchange. That's what Xfinity told me. I've been calling them almost weekly since I got that little phone.
How much are you being charged for it?
For like $45 or $49 a month.
They've been charging you since September or October of 2023?
Yes.
Have you thought about selling the phone?
Yeah, but it's locked because it's not paid off yet.
Okay.
And the last time I talked to him.
Is it activated right now?
No, it's just sitting in the box, dead in the water.
But your other one, the Pro Max, you're fine with that, and that's working.
Yeah, I'm talking on that right now.
Okay.
And,
God, how weird is this? And Xfinity just can't work it out? They just can't figure it out?
Well, first they told me I was past the 2-week or 10-day deadline to return the phone, and I said, no, I'm not. I've got your emails back to me telling me they'll send me the label.
Okay, so they said you had the other phone too long, and they sent you a new one, but they considered it a purchase of two.
Correct. And I went over to the store over in Silverthorne.
At least I know what they're saying now, you know?
Yeah. And the store over there contacted what they call Omar, as office manager, and they said they can't help me because I ordered it over the phone. And
you actually went into one of their stores?
Yes.
And they said we can't help you.
Operations.
Come on.
Yep.
God. What should we do, I wonder? Kachina, hold on. Kachina, I ask this every time.
Verizon Angel?
Yeah. No, not Verizon. It's Xfinity. Well,
Xfinity, yeah. I believe we do have an Xfinity Angel.
I believe we do. You know what? In fact, I want to put one of our deputies. In fact, we got to figure this out. I want to start putting one of our deputies on actually developing the Angel list. So we have these major corps that we have come up time and time again, so we can have one of these lists. Now, let's talk about this, sir. We have what's called an Angel, we think, over there. We're going to give this to one of our deputies to give to an Angel. We've been piling up Deputy Doc, so who should we give this to?
I've got Chopper here, and I've got Deputy Dollar.
Let's give it to Dollar. And let's see if he can call over to them. And then, Mike, we'll just see what we can do for you, man. And I thank you for calling 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Now we have two medical issues here. And one we called out, and then one called in. Let's take Jerry, who we called, real quick here. And when I say we called out, meaning they left a message at 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466, and then Sharon has a medical billing issue. Jerry, what's going on with you?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. What's happening?
I've just got a problem with a medical detox center that I've been trying to get a refund for an overpayment from, and they just keep.
Okay,
jacking me around.
tell me about
I'm
this
tired of it.
overpayment. What's going on? Were you a patient?
My wife was. She was a bad alcoholic, and she was to the point to where I was either going to file for a divorce or plan for a funeral. It was that bad.
Okay,
Anyway,
went to a
this is
medical
the only
detox
place-
center, and then what?
Yes, they were the only ones that could get her in on an emergency. So they told us we had to pay $7,800 up front until the insurance settled with them, and then they would settle up after that. Well, the insurance paid, and
Are you sure insurance paid everything?
yes, I've got all the paperwork from the insurance company and everything, and this place even acknowledges that they.
So
owe us a
they, in
refund.
essence, were paid twice.
Yes. When it was all said and done, after the insurance paid, our portion turned out to be $3,096, which resulted in a $4,704 overpayment. And yeah, I'm just having a hard time getting it back from them.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do they? How long has this been going on?
This happened back October 24th.
What are you kidding me? What is up with these companies?
I don't know, but they acknowledged that they owe it, and she said, "Oh, it'll take 3 to 4 weeks to get that out to you." 4 weeks went by. I called her back, and she said, "Oh, we haven't been in the office. We've been moving offices. Let me get this submitted, and I'll get it back to you." Another 3 weeks. has gone
Who's
by.
she? Who do you talk to?
Her name is Shannon Edler.
Shannon what?
Edler, Edler.
And who is she?
She's supposedly she works in the accounting part of it. Their reimbursement specialist, I think, is what they called it.
Okay, what's the name of the medical detox center?
Dallas Medical Detox Center. It's in Littleton.
Dallas Medical Detox Center in
Yeah,
Littleton.
Gallus with a G.
Oh, G. Gallus. Okay.
Yeah.
And in Lakewood.
Yes.
See, when we call, they're going to say, we can't talk about this because of HIPAA. This is one of the pains in the ass. So
Right.
I have another way of handling this since you've
Okay.
already told us. But here's the thing. I don't want to use your last name, obviously, but I wanted listeners to call. And here's what you do.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's other people. Now that I look through the reviews, I would have done that to begin with, but it was a medical emergency, so I didn't have time. But there's other people having the same problem with this place.
Gallus Medical Detox Center. Okay, here's
Yes.
the deal. I know what to do. I want to give out the number and literally have people call saying, we heard about you on the Tom Martino show. This is serious. What are you going to do about it? Now, how many others are having the same problem?
There was at least 3 I read of, but I didn't go through the whole list.
Okay, well, that's enough for me. 3. So
Yeah, one of them was getting ready to file a complaint, and he was getting ready to
how
file
much,
a
you know,
lawsuit.
you can actually, is Mark there or not? Because I know he's going in and out, but this is excellent for small claims court. I mean, excellent. And, you know, the reason I say Mark is only because Mark's the pain in the ass that does this. He loves, when I say he does it for himself, he has taken so many people to small claims court. You hang on. I have an idea. Plus, we'll take the other calls right after this. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255, waterpros.net, the best water systems at the lowest prices. All you have to do is call. You want soft water. You want the best drinking water. You will never find lower prices, ever. Waterpros.net, 303-862-5554.
Thank you. Apparently, Mark is currently being a pain in the ass on his own time. He's not with us.
Okay. I got it.
Tom, this is Chopper.
Yes, sir.
You're absolutely right. Detox was in my precinct. They wouldn't even give me the name of the person that I just handed it to them if I didn't write down. They won't do anything. They hide under that HIPAA law.
I can't find this place. With
I'll
the,
look it.
with the Secretary of State. Wait. Nope. I can't find it. I don't know if this Gallus. Nope.
The one I show is in Aurora on South Estes. But, it does have a Littleton mailing. That might be throwing the guy off.
Wait, medical detox. Where? I'm trying to figure out which one. Oh, Gallus. I found it. Hold on.
Spelled with a U.
Gallus. Yep.
That was some crazy footage this morning of that bridge collapsing. I mean,
I know it.
you never want to go out that way because you're just driving home from work or whatever.
It's a foreign
off the
corporation.
morning and-
There's no registered agent listed.
None.
The motherless son of a bitch. Hold on. Let me see.
Nothing here.
Trade name. It doesn't show. Hold on. Gallus. Yes, we have the registered agent. This was in 2022. Matthew Russ. Russ Matthews, I mean. This is just a mail drop.
I have 2 phone numbers if you want them.
Good. I will ask you that on the air. This is I wouldn't say a scam, but they make themselves unavailable. This guy, yep, this is bad because they are sheltered, and that's never a good. That's never good. You know what, though? We do have a registered agent, so that's good. It's Gallus Detox Services, Inc. They're in good standing. That's good news. What's Mark doing?
We don't know.
But as far as you know, he's still alive.
Haven't checked.
I believe he is.
He wasn't on a bridge last night, was he?
Why is my... Tell me something. Are we on YouTube or not?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are. I see it. All right. Where are my morons?
Right here, Tom.
Yo, morons.
So now that I have,
Is this a drug and alcohol detox? I didn't hear.
so I just go to those little
Yeah, I don't know if it's drugs, it's alcohol. Could be.
When I was younger, there was so many interventions from friends and family. I just went ahead and left the chairs in a semicircle in the living room.
For some reason, this has been, and I'll say,
You're a weirdo.
and I'll just go like that.
Figured, well, I can drop by and try to talk me out of it, or we can,
You're right.
play poker or whatever. Just leave them set up.
no, this pair of scissors shows up now.
I normally go to the 3 little dots.
Hey, can you ask Kachina?
Huh.
Yeah?
Our news department had an update
I can't even find the chat.
on House Bill 24-1039, the name change bill for kids that want to be called whatever.
Yep.
What was their story about?
I don't see any little.
Well, I think they were just talking about the bill.
But it was introduced a long time ago.
Yeah, I think maybe it's just coming for a vote
I don't
now?
recall seeing
Could you?
there
Who
wasn't-
did? Could we ask someone in there?
Yeah. You want them on the air?
Well, if there's anything, I just
Or
want to know
just
what
email
they.
you?
I want to know what they reported.
You got it. Hang on.
Seriously, that would be
First
great.
Talk Station. Online at khout.com.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. It pisses me off when things like this happen. But apparently, it's not uncommon with Gallus. It's like Gallus. And I looked up Gallus because, Jerry, I think the quickest way is to do a small claims filing and then we call them. I found their registered agent here in Colorado. Now, it's what you call a professional registered agent, meaning corporations from around the country, when they want to do business here, get a local registered agent. That registered agent might be a professional corporation that just sits there and does nothing but be a professional registered agent to give them a location. So what I want you to do is take this information. But if you go to the Secretary of State, it's hard to find them at first. But they are listed as Gallus Detox Services, Inc. Okay?
Okay.
They were formed in September of 2019. They did a name change here. None of that matters, but they changed their name and they're known now as Gallus, whatever. But in any case, here's the real deal. The real deal is you can sue them in small claims court. I don't see how you lose. I don't see how you lose. And if once you file for that amount, they're going to pay you. But we're also going to call them once you file. Now, the registered agent, when you go to the Secretary of State, you're going to find Capital Corporate Services. So you understand that's a professional name. Most likely they handle being a registered agent for others. Now, here's where they are. They are physically located in Brighton.
Okay.
According to this document, 36 South 18th Avenue, Suite D. However, they have a mailing list as well. And for small claims court, you may be able to use mail. But you got to find out wherever you are. 225 East 16th Avenue, Suite 1100, Denver. Look it up, Secretary of State. It's coloradosos.gov. You'll find it, business entity search. Let's take these sucker to small claims court, or you take them, and I'm trying to find this place and make sure. But I mean, I think that then there's also another name. There's also another name here associated with them. And the guy's name who filed a document not long ago in 22 for them was a Russ Matthews. But it looks like he just has a mail drop. But you might want to take this address down and serve him. Russ Matthews, 6110 East Colfax Avenue. And he's listed as Unit 4, Box 194. Now, I don't know what that is. That could be a mail drop too. But this sounds like a pretty shady operation as far as trying to stay away from the public view. But
now that Russ Matthews, isn't he listed as like their CEO or something like that?
He's not. He's just listed as a responsible party for filing documents.
Okay.
Now, what I want to know is this. How was the place? Did it do a good job?
They did fantastic work from the
Good.
treatment center.
Good. That's good to
couldn't
know.
ask
And
for better.
and to be fair, we should mention that. Okay.
Yes, they were wonderful.
Good. How's your wife doing?
She's been clean for the 6 months now, and she has no desire to ever let that stuff get a hold of her life
Is she
again.
going to meetings?
Yes, she's doing everything.
That's really good. Jerry, thank
Yeah.
you very much. And I hope and pray that it continues. And I want you to call me back after you've done this, and then we'll take it from there. You have a phone number. If people want to drop a dime saying we heard about you, Chopper, what's that number?
The local number is 720-809-7780, and they have a toll-free number. Do you want that one?
I think for now we want that local number, and I want it. Is this for Lakewood? Do you know?
It has a Littleton mailing address, but it's probably in unincorporated Jefferson County.
Okay, what is that phone number again?
720-809-7780.
809. Okay, that's 720-809-7780 for those who might want to drop a dime and say, we heard about you on the air, 303-713-TALK. Now, 888heating.com. Let me tell you what they're doing. Before the big heat arrives, they're doing inspections free of charge of your HVAC system, inspections of your plumbing system, inspections of your sewer system. These are all free inspections. If you need anything before the busy season, you'll get great deals at 888heating.com. And these are good people that I know and trust, 303-770-2776. They do it all, plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and that's 30, and they do drains, 303-770-2776. Okay, listen, you say nothing here, and then you say yes. What is
This is
I thought I hit enter. Hang on. Let me look.
Tell me what's there.
I do not know. Let me look. God damn it. Hang on.
It says nothing, and then it says Simply Floors in Europe.
Oh, suck a duck. I didn't delete the nothing. All right, let's delete the nothing.
That's okay. So Simply
Calming
and
right
Euro.
down throughout the Denver.
Yep.
Thank
Two
you.
slow spots out there. I-25 north and southbound showing highway speeds through town, as well as up north to the Fort Collins area and down south to Colorado Springs. Back to town on the southeast end, Parker Road northbound. We've got road work in the right lane between I-225 and South Peoria Street. Stop and go back from South Atchison Way, and about 10 minutes of delays. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, some wintry weather continues throughout the Denver metro and Front Range. High 47, overnight low of 25. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies with a high of 54. Mostly sunny and warm on Thursday with a high of 65. The current temperature in Denver is 29 degrees. With your impact traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Prepare for spring at the Spring Ahead sale at Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply. Through March 26, enjoy savings on muck, muds, and bogs boots, DeWalt tools, yard care items, and more, including Kodiak gun safes. Shop in store or online at Murdochs.com.
You want the best prices on water heaters. I love talking about deals. EuroPlumbingColorado.net. We're talking the lowest prices you can find. And I'm telling you, they guarantee it. For a 40-gallon tank, fully installed, $13.99. That's new water line there and the new flex line for the gas right there. And a 50-gallon is $14.99. Any size you want. They say put them to the test, including plumbing repairs. 303-668-6844, EuroPlumbingColorado.net. Hey, I'm going to tell you something else about getting deals for floor coverings, whether it be luxury vinyl planking, I have some of that, and then hardwoods, I have some of that, carpeting, I have some of that. There are also things, all kinds of engineered floors, whatever you want. Simply Floors Inc. has it. I love Simply Floors Inc. for their service. First, they send professionals to your home with what you're interested in to pick your floor coverings and help you choose the right stuff. They also have the best in-house installers in the business and great pricing and value. And you will love doing business with Simply Floors Inc.com. That's INC, Simply Floors Inc., 303-731-5380.
Let's talk.
How much time, bro?
Ding dang it.
How
All
much
right,
time?
let me see what. Hang on, I'll get you over to Kelly.
Oh. You're such a pain.
Oh, the Xfinity guy. That's right. Is that the Angel?
I get Xfinity and Verizon mixed up. I know we have one for one and we don't have one for
I don't
the other.
think, if we have one at Xfinity, That person's not very good.
Best person to do, because Suzanne keeps track of all the
I know.
angels, so go ahead and shoot her an email and see if we do.
I think she sent one off for me a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Yeah, so,
Never heard from.
so basically.
Did you tell me how much time I have? I don't care.
Oh, did you ask? And it's 3 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to run and get something. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Brief synopsis of what's going on, which, was with his phone. He
Right.
tried to return one phone and,
Yep.
get the other one. So, and if you get that information, we can cut and paste it.
Oh, I
to
know. And then
Angel.
Suzanne can send it off.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the easiest way to do it. All right.
See you in there with the boys, and I feel bad for you, Cal.
How come?
I mean, wouldn't it be nice to be working with, people that look more like John Resnick or something? But
Yeah, it would be.
you got me and Chopper and Dollar, and it's just,
That's
but remember what I used to say
Hey,
about
Shannon,
my dating
chill.
life. 3 threes is a 9 and a great night. Don't ever forget that.
Now they're saying 5 vehicles underwater, but earlier.
All right, Lloyd and Alexis, just be patient with me, okay?
Maybe they were just.
And we'll get to
the
you as soon
workers'
as possible,
car,
okay?
But they've already. They haven't been able to match up.
Hello, Lloyd. This is Kelly. Just wanted to let you know we're going to get to you as soon as possible. There just might be a little bit of a wait time in to talk to Tom, okay? But we're going to get to you as soon as possible. All right, hold on. Hey, Sharon, we're going to try to get to you right out of the break, okay? So just be patient with me. Okay, thank you.
Right.
Working midnight.
Right.
Is that Tom sniffling or you?
That would be Tom. So Mark is out for the day.
Sniffle up against
Don't know what's going on with that.
on glop of it.
Station 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Fix It 24/7, by the way, will do you a great job when it comes to your cleaning. You have a few days left to get in on the unbelievable deal for March. An extreme clean of your AC for just, it's going to be like $24.07 in honor of their name, Fix It 24/7. Go to fixmyhome.com. Fixmyhome.com. Okay, Sharon also has a medical billing issue. By the way, we have lines open if you want to get into, and then we have Loy and Alexis coming up. But here's the deal. The number is either 303-MARTINO, comes right through during the show. When we're not on the show, you can leave a number, and we will get back to you. We also have 303-627-8466. That's what that number is, okay? But while we're here, also, we have 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Don't let people take advantage of you. Now, listen, Kachina, a programming note. We do have that person that wasn't available yesterday. She will be available today, she told me, to talk about her transmission problem. That one we tried to get on, I believe her name is Dee. And by the way, I can be reached through Nextdoor or through Facebook or through YouTube. any of those, LinkedIn, I will get your message. And if you leave a number, we'll get back to you. Sharon, what's going on with your medical billing issue?
Okay, I had an mastectomy in January of 23.
A what?
And, 2023. And
wait. Did you say an appendectomy?
No, a mastectomy.
Oh, I'm sorry, mastectomy. Okay. and how are you doing, by the way?
Well, I'm still going through my checkups and everything and support groups, and I feel okay, except for this issue that has really gotten me down. So,
well, don't let it get you down, because that's the worst thing you can do. But it's
I
only
know
money.
That's what everyone tells me.
Hey, Sharon.
Everyone tells me.
Sharon, so it has been going on with you since 2023?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So tell me when was your surgery?
January 31st of 2023.
Okay. So tell me what is going wrong.
Well, I have an out-of-network surgical assistant is what it said, and unbeknownst to me, I did sign 20% that if anything would go out of network. So I have that documentation.
But
that
why
it's
did they
20%.
use? Hold on. Everything else was in network.
Correct.
Why
And
would
when
they?
I
I don't understand. How does that happen? Where one medical assistant out of everyone?
Correct.
How does that happen?
Mm-hmm. I was told that that's exactly what happens.
So what were you charged for that?
2,000. Well, the thing is, it must have gone in as 10,000 some odd dollars to my insurance company, when my regular physician was $4,300. So 20% of that would have been like $891. These bills that keep coming to me are $2,971.
Okay, so they're saying $2,900. They're saying is your part
responsibility
of the out-of-network assistant.
Correct.
Well, okay, but I want to ask something. Are you on what insurance?
I'm on Aetna. It's a mail handler's insurance through the government, and it's through Aetna. And I've appealed through them. The lady that worked with me, the advocate that I had there, she says we will write an appeal. And so I did, and I haven't heard anything from that. I have tried to appeal to this assisted network person. I mean, this out-of-network
I want to
person.
call, here's what I want to do. Rather than getting into the weeds right now, I want to get our experts on who can help us from Integra Insurance. I don't think they sell Aetna or anything, but I think they know enough to know what would happen in something like this. Were you told up front before you went to surgery you were going to have one out-of-network person?
No. I guess they just do it because in case there's an out-of-network use, then you sign 20% will go to that person. But that went in one ear and out the other after what I was facing.
Of course. I don't get it. I just don't get how that. To me, it's ridiculous why they picked one. I just crazy. It's crazy.
I think it is too, but nobody else seems to.
Well, hold on. So what are they? Are they threatening you?
No, it's no threat. It's just states, these letter comes to me and say that's my responsibility. And it goes through, I'm not sure if it's a collection person, but it's Lynette somebody.
Okay, I don't care about that part. You hold on. I'm going to tell you what we want to do. I want to get Integra Insurance on. They're good people. They're not associated with this problem. But I want to get them on to talk about this. Hang on, all right, please? And then let's talk about this. This is something we need to get our expert on. So, Kachina, get Integra for us. And by the way, Mark was having connection issues. That's why he's not with us right now. But I have it on good authority. He's still alive. And why can't he get connected? He said it was your fault, Shannon.
I think between the two of us, he has less technical ability.
Shannon, I think it's your problem. And I don't know what we're going to do, but...
That's the name of my autobiography.
What do I have to do to get the A-team on my board here?
Step up.
All right. Well,
Chopper rides, and I don't mean that guy.
by the way, Shannon, I had a hidden microphone in your office, by the way, yesterday. And you don't say good things about us. I just want to mention that, and I don't know why. But yeah, that was part of what I heard. I didn't want to say it, but it was part of what I heard. And I wouldn't be bragging about that right now. But here's the deal. By the way, Shannon, I had a hidden microphone in your office, by the way, yesterday. That's me. Sorry. That was me. I repeated myself on the YouTube. I turned it off. Okay, listen. Let's get to the serious issue. Let's get Integron to talk about it. Is this solar issue, just real quick, I want to ask the question, then I have to take a break. Loy or Alexis, is this the solar issue that you called or that Brooke told us about from Red Rocks? Hello?
Should be up.
Alexis?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, Alexis, I wanted to ask you, or Loy, is this the one that Brooke told me about from Red Rocks?
No, Red Rocks.
Okay, that's fine. No, Red Rocks is a great company, but they told me about a solar problem earlier today we were going to get on the air. This is not it, right, Kachina? Okay.
This is One Solar.
It's One Solar in Valor.
Yes, it is One Solar. I get it. But Red Rocks told us about it.
Yes, it's the company who is represent us right now.
Red Rocks is a good company, Red Rocks Roof and Solar, and they found out about your problem through one of their people and said that I needed to hear about it because it was ridiculous, and she's trying to help you too. So that's what I wanted to find out, because I just want to tell you guys before I take you on the air, we don't have to go through each and every painful detail. This is a very complicated case, but I know how to sum it up. So you hang on. We'll take you and more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show.
Thank you.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com.
Calming right down throughout the Denver Metro with one or two slow spots out there. I-25 north and southbound showing highway speeds through town, as well as up north to the Fort Collins area and down south to Colorado Springs. Back to town on the southeast end, Parker Road northbound. We've got road work in the right lane between I-225 and South Peoria Street. Stop and go back from South Atchison Way in about 10.
Well, what's going wrong with the thing?
Just tell me what it is.
I understand. Let me bitch for a second. Lazara, and guess what? Red Rocks.
Mostly sunny and warm on Thursday with a high of 65.
I'm going to fill because I'm going to
temperature
talk
in Denver is
about
29
Red Rocks
degrees
enough.
with your impact.
I want you happy.
30 KHOW.
Let Express Employment Professionals help you hire for contract or full-time jobs. Forget about posting jobs, sifting through resumes, and interviews with unqualified applicants. Go to ExpressPros.com to find the location near you. That's ExpressPros.com.
You know, I've never seen more beautiful showers for better prices than RenewHomeInnovations.com. They'll take that ugly tub shower combination and get rid of it and put in a beautiful rectangle shower. No thresholds, stone walls with no maintenance, glass panels, no doors or curtains needed. You turn the corner, they're beautiful. And they design them to your movements. Grab bars, soap dishes, benches, whatever you want, they have. And they do it in 2 or 3 days with 72 months to pay no interest. 303-904-2000. You won't find better than RenewHomeInnovations.com. Listen, no one likes talking about a criminal defense attorney, no one, and I don't either, okay? Of course, though, there are times in life when things aren't perfect. You get a DUI, a scuffle with a neighbor, or you have a friend who needs an attorney. Don't ever shop when they're under pressure. You need someone who does it in a very simple way. Joseph A. Lazara, I've known him for years and years. Here's what he does. First and foremost, free consultations always, and then a flat rate price depending on the offense. So you're never caught off guard. 303-429-6200. Those are flat rates up front. 303-429-6200. Lazzara.
Over at Martino. We
Now,
just
how
got
much
him
time?
on for a couple minutes. I know you have to go. Would
How
you
much
rather
time?
me call Robert?
How much time, bro?
3.5.
Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, I got
Do you want a
up.
helicopter
Let me go
ride,
ahead and let Tom know
Shannon?
you're on, and hang on for me.
Sort of, but I'd like it in 2017. When he came up to do the eclipse, we were kind of planning on it, and the lake ended up getting socked in really bad with some fog, so he wasn't able to do it before he took off to go see the eclipse. Yep, nope, wanted to do it over Lake McConaughey. Joe Biden saying that his dad helped build that bridge. No joke, folks.
How many people are dead, did they say?
Yeah, there's no rescue. You can hope all you want, but
Could be. Hello. Oh, I just got Brooke on. We've been texting back and forth. Yep. Okay, I will let him know. All right, bye. Good morning. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show. Hey. Hello, hello. All right, let me put you on hold. Gotcha. All right, no problem. Hang on for me.
Shannon.
Yes, sir.
Slightly busy.
Yes, sir.
Do you know anybody who is young and smart and talented
Well,
that knows audio and video production and editing?
so somebody to replace me. Let me think.
It would be somebody like, let me give you an idea of somebody maybe. Somebody like in our, AJ, somebody like that, with that talent, but someone who can go through shit and pick out the essence and edit video and audio and knows a little bit about content so they know how to knit things together.
We got 45 seconds, and I'll think about it later, but, we lose a lot of talented people to crap that they can hold in their hand. All the good editors, people like that, are all on Facebook, not Facebook, but TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, because the instant gratification and the possibility for money is much
No, but I can give them work. They can work from home. It would be wonderful.
Right. Nope, I will definitely... Heck, I can ask around here.
No, I'm serious, and
I know.
And I want them also to morph into more stuff with me, so
Right.
they would be becoming like a personal assistant.
Hey, Tom.
Yes.
So, regarding Loy and Alexis, their system is financed. I have Brooke on the line as an expert because she's been working with them,
Right.
although she didn't get...
Radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. I really think it's silly to take them right now. I honest to God think it's silly with a few minutes because this is way too complicated to take in 2 minutes. So I'm going to ask for their indulgence, and I'm going to go to Mike, who has an issue with flood damage by a housekeeper, and then I'm going to have that. So, Mike, what's happening?
Good morning, Tom. Yeah, so my house cleaner cleaned our house the other day and used Fabuloso on our floors, and they're not LVP; they're manufactured. And anyways, I sent pictures to you live.
Now, you said your house cleaner. Is this part of a big company?
No, I mean she has many clients.
What is Fabuloso?
It's a chemical product for cleaning. It's like Windex, but a different brand.
Okay. And did it harm your floors?
Yes, I sent you pictures.
Okay.
Live at Troubleshooter.
Okay, we'll find him.
And she's refusing to. My question is, she's refusing to pay or take responsibility. And I was wondering if I could call my insurance company, and would they represent me in getting her insurance and forcing her?
Does
to take
she have
responsibility?
insurance?
Yes.
Are you know this for sure?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the thing. If she has insurance, why won't she put in a claim?
She didn't believe it's her fault. She's in denial.
Well, tell me why she doesn't think it's her fault. I just want to get an idea.
I just don't think she wants to take responsibility. She doesn't want to claim on her insurance. She said she's had a claim like this before on her insurance, and she doesn't want another one, and she doesn't think that it's her fault. So
And she cleaned.
want-
She cleaned. What kind of floors do you have?
It's a manufactured floor.
Well, what do you mean? Like
it's a-
what?
it's a-
What is it?
Like a plank. It's just not a.
Is it an
um,
LVP, a luxury vinyl planking?
No, it's similar, but it's not waterproof. It's similar to that.
Well, not all LVP is waterproof. What's the brand name?
It's discontinued. I don't know. I mean,
How old is the flooring?
7, 8 years.
Okay. Hold on. I'm Tom Martino. We'll have more coming up on this and a terrible solar situation that I want to prevent for you, plus more on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-TALK or 303-MARTINO.
Thank you, you're down.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Kachina, I need her. I want to get Buddy Mitchell on for this. He canceled today because he's not feeling good, but maybe he can talk on the phone.
We already have 2 experts on.
No, we don't. We have no experts for this floor. I want Buddy Mitchell to talk
Oh,
about.
yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying there's 2 other experts holding.
Oh, wait, for the floors? I'm sorry.
Not for the floors. We have John Jones Sr. from Integra.
Oh,
for
my gosh.
Sharon.
Okay.
And then
Okay,
we
I
have-
see what you're saying. Okay, well, hold on then.
And then
but,
we have
but
Brooke.
mark that down for. I do want Buddy, but we won't get them all stacked up. I see what you're saying. Thank you.
Like flights over LaGuardia.
No, I know what she's saying. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we have John in Integra. Got it.
John Jones Sr.
Got it. They have to know at that solar thing that I have other calls ahead of them. And I have Sharon.
Yeah,
Sharon
and that's
for
why you
hair.
have John Jones.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking of this also. This other one. In fact, I told him what to do. It doesn't matter. The Gallus.
Yeah, he wrote everything down, including the address that you gave him. So he's going to look into doing small claims offline and then call us back if he has any more questions.
Good. We're done with that. Okay.
Tom?
Yes.
My son's the VP of a television production service. You want me to ask him? I mean, I don't want to get rid of Shannon.
No, please do.
No, it's not for this show. It's for everything. It's for a lot of stuff, but it's not this. It's not a show. It's for production.
Right.
Well, it's for online stuff.
I'll ask him.
Trying to think who would be a good.
But I really need
freelancer. Social
media.
Let me explain this to you.
Yeah.
I really need somebody creative. I don't need somebody who just. I mean, I need somebody who has a brain and
No,
can,
I get it. And maybe knows the
More
next.
than just a technician.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and would know the next step in in promoting this thing and moving it forward, right?
Yeah. So what I want to do is that there's a bunch of content that I want to bring together in different formats, but I need someone to sift through and know how to pick the essence.
You don't need someone like me. My ideas are like guerrilla marketing. Go to the bridge right now and hang a troubleshooter.com banner.
No, here's what I'm trying to do. I know how to promote it if I can I just need the material to do it.
Pretty good, though, huh?
I don't have time to sift through the YouTube stuff, mainly the YouTube, the shows, 3 and 4 hour shows, and pick out really great clips and then put them together in themes.
Or send them out as reels or clips.
Yes, that's
that so
exactly
many shows
right.
Are doing,
that's right. That's exactly right.
Right. So I ended up talking to the guy for about a half hour yesterday whose girlfriend's locked up at Buckley. And the crazy part about it is I'm telling him to talk to the cops, and he said, I've already spoken to him.
Mark thinks that this guy is made up. He's just punking us.
No, well, he wouldn't have gotten much out of it that way, because he and I talked off the air.
So you think he's a real person?
Yeah, and he sent me pictures that the girl had sent him, and I did the old reverse image search and found whoever it was on Instagram and Pinterest and everything. And then he replied, okay, I understand, I'll drop it.
Do you think he's talking about Buckley and not Laurie?
Yep. Yeah, that's what he ended up admitting off the air. Maybe I'm saying the wrong place.
Laurie's been gone a long.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he was.
Doc lives at Laurie, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
You think Doc was catfishing him?
Maybe.
I'd do it for $11,000. Golly.
Yes. Okay. Hey, man, you can't get on at all?
Not today.
And another possibility, and I'm serious when I say this, is connecting through here somehow for backup. Somehow, if we could somehow connect through here by broadband and feed you into this. I'm serious, by the way.
Get in your car and drive down here.
Right.
Yeah,
that would solve all.
a lot of problems.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Let me know if we need to maybe buy something or whatever. But just let's figure out all kinds of different ways to do stuff. It's a good idea. Yeah. No, I get it, man. I get it. Thanks. All right.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Fix it 24/7. Right now, just the next few days, you got to book in March. You don't have to have it done, but the Extreme Clean Special and the check and tune of your AC. And I'm telling you, it's the best deal ever. New customers only. I promise you, you've never seen anyone go through a system and extend its life and increase its efficiency like this. Really, like a couple hours or more. And it's right now $24.07. Fixmyhome.com. Okay, that's fixmyhome.com. Let's continue here. I want to go to the phones because I want to make this quick. We do have John Jones on, so I want to address that medical issue real quick. And thank you, John, for being here. I want to summarize this, okay, John? Are you there, John?
Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you, sir. So, Sharon had a mastectomy, and she had it done in January of 2023. She was never notified about this, but there was one, which I'd never heard of, an out-of-network medical assistant. Everyone else was in-network. Her Aetna policy says if any out-of-network is used, she has to copay, a 20% copay. So that comes for this expert to $2,900. It's outrageous. And first I want to know, how do they do that? Don't they have to tell her that beforehand?
I would think, I would assume, Tom, this was elective surgery. It wasn't an emergency situation.
A mastectomy?
Yeah, but when I'm saying it wasn't an emergency situation, she knew about this.
Sharon, tell me, what was this cancer? What was it?
It's cancer, yeah.
That's not elective.
But no,
I didn't want to do it. No way.
If I may, Tom, what I'm saying is, it all of a sudden she had time to prepare for the surgery.
No, I understand what you're saying. It was scheduled and all of that. Yes.
It was a scheduled type surgery.
Yes.
So if it's a scheduled type surgery, and probably the doctor should have said something, but if it's a scheduled type surgery, could there be in and out of network? Yes, there could.
When this happens,
if it was an emergency,
no, I get it. In an emergency, you get the help you need, and they can't nickel and dime you. But are you telling me if you have insurance, you have no idea going in if you're going to have in-network or out-of-network?
She should have called, but yeah, the doctor should have been more forthcoming. The other thing out there, and Sharon, and maybe she's already done this, she should call the Division of Insurance.
I did that.
Okay, and what did they say, Sharon? Did they say file a complaint? Or
they didn't say much of anything. It just said that I was not part of the Surprise Act.
Right.
Or the Surprise Act or something?
The Surprise Act means there can't be any surprise billing. You have to know what you're in for.
Yeah, that's the other thing we were going to recommend, Tom.
What's that, John?
That was the other thing I was going to recommend, the Surprise Act, but there are certain services that thing covers. So apparently, and Sharon, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I guess you said technically the Division of Insurance said it wouldn't be covered under the Surprise Act.
I think it was DORA. Are we talking about DORA, D-O-R-A? That Division of Medical?
Yeah.
Because I talked to the Attorney General, and he said, don't pay an arbitrary number. And so, and it is, there's nothing listed to say what she did. I mean,
wait, did you get an estimate ahead of time?
No. All I have to show for this is I signed a 20% release of some sort in all my blur in my brain. And then this letter comes and I owe $3,000. And so, and when I text them, or I've emailed them, my insurance has tried to reach them, they don't respond. And I mean, it's just been crazy. But anyway, so I I'm just at a loss right now because it's just like, even with the certified letter that I gave all the documentation, I'm thinking I'm paying another facility charge or another facility fee. I have documentation for that I've already covered that with the Lutheran
How
Hospital.
much, apart from this, how much did the surgery cost you, apart from the 20?
Well, my portion, I paid $7,000 out of my pocket.
That's apart
And
from
then-
apart from the 2,900.
Apart from the $2,900, I haven't paid that.
John,
Because, like I said, it
John,
shows that I
let's
only...
just tell it like it is, rather than we can't make things happen. So I want to know: are you saying, based on insurance, it's in her policy, blah blah blah? Was it up to her to ask? Are there any out-of-network people? Is she responsible for this bill? She already paid $7,000. She may have to pay this. Is that what you think?
What I'd recommend, Tom, is, and maybe Sharon, if you already done this, have you gone back to this particular doctor that says they were out of network?
Well, the doctor wasn't out of network. The medical assistant was out of network.
Yeah, okay, the medical assistant, that they were out of network. Have you gone back to them, Sharon?
I've
And said, I knew nothing
Well,
about
let me
this.
ask you this. Who did the medical assistant work for? The hospital or the doctor?
That I think the doctor. I think she assisted this Dr. Assad. And that was the one I strictly worked with. And when I was in the surgery that morning, she was the only one that I remember going in under and coming out with. Never knew that there was somebody else. And the insurance said to me, well, a nurse could have assisted you and not this surgical assistant. And I've understood from all the people I've talked to that this woman has done this before.
Well,
That
hold on.
she-
What
and
woman?
that
Are
she
you
was
saying
gonna-
this? Wait, are you telling me a surgical assistant works her way into surgeries?
Well, she's done it before where she,
listen, I mean,
charges this
I'm
kind of
sure.
money.
Wait a minute. Wait, no. Now we're off base. Sharon, I am positive that this medical assistant doesn't get to pick and choose to go to surgeries and say, yeah, I'm going to work my way into this surgery and get paid. I don't even get what you're talking about. I mean,
Well,
what do you
that I don't
mean she's
understand.
done it before? Are you implying that this medical assistant or this surgical assistant somehow schedules her own surgeries without the doctor and without the hospital?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Then
But
what are
I am
you saying?
I am saying that she has charged an excessive amount before. And I
Do you
asked
understand
what
she
has
doesn't?
been-
Do you understand that she doesn't set her charges? Right? You do understand that. She's
Well, I
not,
don't know where the
this
10,000
This is not an independent. I guarantee you that surgical assistant works for some medical practice, whether it's the doctor you have or the hospital or some staffing agency. I doubt that there's an independent medical surgical assistant who lends her services out and gets to charge whatever she wants. John, am I right or wrong? I might be wrong. What do you think?
No, I think you're right on that, Tom.
I mean, it's just like emergency room people. They're staffed by a company, by a staffing agency of some kind, whether it's a practice. But so there's nothing. This medical assistant did nothing wrong. Somebody just didn't tell you what they should have told you. And what I would do, and maybe you don't have the money, but you're going to have to pay it. It's a legit bill. Your insurance says you have to pay 20%. What I would do after that, see, I had something, John, and why did I have this? I actually had, before my surgery and before any procedures I ever get, they give me a clipboard, and it says, here is what's going to happen. And it actually says that you will be billed for nothing else. What does that mean, John?
I'm going to say, Tom, but
That's part of the Surprise
you
Act,
down,
isn't it?
Yeah. You sat down, you chatted with them. You know exactly what everything's going to be done under that particular surgery.
Now, why didn't they have to tell her that under the Surprise Act?
I'm not sure, Tom.
I mean, did somebody from the Division of Insurance, Sharon, actually tell you you were not covered by the Surprise Act?
No one said anything.
Well,
There was
you
just
mentioned
doctors-
something about the Surprise Act. You said, I'm not covered.
Oh, after the insurance or Dora or somebody told me that, and I don't know, I don't have it written down, but someone in this confusion has said that I was not part of that Surprise Act, and I don't understand that either. But I went into the surgery thinking it was Dr. Assad, the real surgeon, and then this assisted person came along, and then that was when I signed the 20%. I mean, that I had to, prior to that, I must have signed a form that said I would pay 20%. But see, it's only
okay.
To be
Listen to
of the
this.
surgeon.
Listen to this. Here's the Colorado Consumer Health Initiative and the Surprise Act. Listen to what it says. When you receive non-emergency care at an in-network facility and unknowingly have an out-of-network provider, consumers cannot be billed. You got to look this bill up. It was effective January 1st, 2020. That sounds pretty clear to me, John.
It sounds clear to me, too, but they're specific services, Tom. If you kept looking down, they list all these different services. But, yeah, I would definitely, that's why I think she needs to approach the Division of Insurance. And she can also call us, Tom. We'll also be able to, go and use our back door
Listen,
approach.
I want to give you a phone number for two people. First, we'll give you Integra Insurance, and these guys are wonderful. And if you ever need health insurance, you should be talking to them. 303-466-5500. Okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. 303-466-5500.
Okay.
5500.
Okay.
Now, next one, I want to give you people with Consumer Health Initiative. It's, what is it called? The Consumer Health Initiative. And I want you to call them. And they say for assistance or questions, you call 303. Now, I haven't tried this number, but I'm assuming it's still working. 303-839-1261.
Okay.
And there, hold on, and I also have a website for them. cohealthinitiative.org. You really need to contact them because I believe you shouldn't have to pay this. But we're going to take it one step at a time.
All right, thank you, sir. Oh, gosh.
No. We'll help you through this, okay? Just stay tuned. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. DenverRegen.com for compounded semaglutide or for $250 a month. This is a fraction of the cost you'll find anywhere. Plus doctor consultations and all of your supplies. Everything for $250 a month for this weight loss semaglutide. DenverRegen.com.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed. Oh, yeah? Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy. Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Homevestors, what the heck do they do? Well, as the name implies, they invest in homes, and here's what they'll do. They'll make an offer on your home today. You'll have a check in a few days. No tire kickers, no home inspections, no appraisals, nothing. They know what they want to buy and how much they want to pay. Now, of course, you may want to sell your house on the market, make more money, maybe. But let's say you have deferred repairs, and you're saying, I don't want to go through that, or you have problems, or you don't want to wait for someone for loan approval and you need to get out of town. Just check Homevestors. You're not going to go wrong at all with Homevestors. It's just a phone call. You may end up selling to them. 800-44-BUYER. 800-44-BUYER. Fix it 24/7. I said it, and I'll say it again. Fix it 24/7. That 24/7 now means $24.07 for the most extreme clean, tune, and check of your AC ever. And you do it before the heat comes, a no breakdown guarantee, and you can increase efficiency up to 30% and catch little problems before they become big. You never saw such a deal. What they do for this money, and it's for new customers only, yes, they want to show you how good they are. FixMyHome.com.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Bye.
Now the flood. What was I waiting? Oh, Buddy Mitchell. Did you get Buddy?
I'm texting him right now.
Thanks.
Trump hush money, that case. You know, she didn't stay hush. She should get that money back.
I think it means, like, take this call and that call. Important or whatever.
Stormy Daniels ought to cut my guy a check.
Yeah.
Good morning. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show. Yes. Yeah, for out of network. Sure. What's your name? Mark. All right.
Your enthusiasm.
Comments.
Sometimes, yeah.
With Larry David?
Yeah.
All right, hang on for me.
Kennedy's wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's Cheryl.
Oh, I didn't know that. Huh.
I would say he's out of his league, but
Right.
You know. That and she's a Texas Hold'em.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've seen her on a couple of those shows.
Hey, good. Sorry you're a little under the weather. We have a caller on whose floors got damaged by Fabuloso she used to clean them. So, just wanted your expert opinion on maybe how he could
Fabuloso es
fix
bueno.
that. So, hang on for me.
I love it. I use Fabuloso every day in here to clean these counters. Lavender. Stings the nostrils. It's good. All right. More show.
Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I'm going to go to Buddy Mitchell. He is an expert on floors, and he has simplyfloorsinc.com. And I have an issue here with a floor that I wanted to talk about. A house cleaner used Fabuloso to clean his floors. He doesn't know what brand they are. Mark, is it called luxury vinyl planking? What is it called? Mark, what is it called? Is he? Oh wait, was it Mark? Hold on. It was. Yeah, it was. I'm sorry, Mike. Is Mike there? Yeah, Mike.
Yes, I'm here.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So, is it called luxury vinyl planking?
I would assume so. I mean, it's just not waterproof. Is the point?
But is it okay? And how long did you have it put in?
No, previous owner. It's about 7-8 years old.
Okay. And what did the Fabuloso do to it?
It caused swelling. I sent you pictures to live at Troubleshooter. There's 3 pictures.
Okay.
So you can actually see it.
And
yourself.
the swelling, isn't Fabuloso a spray?
No, it's a big jug, like a big 2.5 gallon jug you can get at Costco.
Okay. Did you send this to us, by the way?
Yes, at live at Troubleshooter.
It should be in your inbox.
I see it. Did you give it to Buddy? Buddy,
I
this
can
looks
send it
like,
over.
I mean, Buddy probably should see this, but Buddy, it looks like the seams are lifting in a few areas.
Yeah, it's not LVP. It's more than likely laminate if water had damaged it. Sorry, I have a cold. That's why my voice is so bad.
That's what it looks like. It looks like a laminate of some kind. Yep, it does.
There's no way to fix it, and other than to replace the boards that swelled, or let it dry out completely. But there.
Go ahead.
It's discontinued. The brand is Hampstead, and it is a glueless laminate flooring. So I can't get replacement for it.
Right.
It was purchased at Floor & Decor.
Right. It's just a laminate.
How
It's
many
one of those
areas
floor-
are swollen?
There's at least, if I had to guess, there's probably 12 to 15 boards that need to be replaced, give or take. Maybe a little more.
And you're saying, so Buddy, I know what he's hinting at. He's thinking he's going to get a brand new floor.
No, my question is, I want my insurance company to chase her insurance company. So do I contact my homeowner's insurance and say, look, this is what happened. I want you to represent
Buddy,
me.
have you ever heard of house cleaners? This is what I have you on, and then I can let Buddy go. He's not feeling well. And thank you, Buddy, for coming on. But have you heard of people, house cleaners, damaging floors like this because of this?
Oh yeah, it happens all the time. So that's one of Floor & Decor's waterproof laminates, right? And it's not. I hear about it all the time. And so it got too wet, and now it's bubbled. The big question before he goes after her insurance company is this: does she have insurance? Does she have general liability insurance?
I think she does.
If she doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she needs to turn in a claim
want to
on
provide
it.
And is this, Buddy, impossible to match with new floors?
No, it's impossible. If it's discontinued by Floor & Decor, it's possible. A lot of their products are like inventory reduction products from vendors, and so they sell those products, and then when they're gone, they're gone. That's why some of their prices are really good on some of those products.
Okay. Thank you, Buddy. I'm not going to let you suffer any longer. Here's the deal. I think you're going to have a tough time because you're going to be faced with something called betterment. And I don't think you're going to like how that sounds. And do you know what that means? By the way, simplyfloorsinc.com. Let me give him a shout out. Wonderful place if you're looking for flooring. And they're experts. 303-731-5380. Okay, so Mike, do you know what betterment means?
Yes, I'm very familiar, Tom. Listened to you for 20 plus years.
Okay, so let's say you take all that square footage and you have to replace it. How old is the floor, did you say?
7 to 8 years old.
You get an expert to say what the depreciation on that floor is, because those floors, they might be actually 50 years for all I know. I don't know, like if you take care of them. And then you're going to have to try to put in a claim. If you put in a claim with your insurance, you can do that, It is a homeowner's insurance issue. And then they will subrogate against her. But it's going to be a claim against you with your insurance, whether it's your fault or not. It's going to count against you. And if you have any other claims, do you?
Hail.
When?
2 years ago.
Okay. It might be good enough, maybe not. Were you surcharged for that hailstorm?
No.
Okay. You might be surcharged for this. What insurance do you have?
I think it's Safeco.
Hang on, okay? Because Compass deals with them. I want to get Compass Insurance on, too, to talk about this. Hang on, all right? Mark, what is your comment on Sharon's issue? Go ahead, Mark.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes. What is your issue? What is your comment on she had a surgery and she had to pay for an out-of-network, which is ridiculous, medical assistant without any kind of warning?
Yes. So that happens all the time in my business. I'm a physician assistant, and I essentially do what that young lady did that is charging what I consider an exorbitant amount of money for a surgery. There are nurses, there are physician assistants, there are surgical techs who turn first assist that do this business. She got hired, probably not hired by an individual or a hospital, especially if she's charging on her own. The physician requests their presence.
Okay, but what I'm asking is, don't you think she should be advised, because it's part of the the Medical Billing Surprise Act?
I agree 100%. The doctor, the physician who performed her surgery should say to her, I am going to request an assist, have an assist on the surgery because I need an assist. And as a result, there might be additional charges that you aren't aware of, and I'm making you aware of now. It's unfortunate, but physicians don't care about how that person gets paid, that they bring in to assist the surgery.
Yeah.
They don't think about that. They only see as far as the patient, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But they don't think, who am I inviting to assist me on this case? It might be someone who's in network, and it might not be.
You know what? That's really good information, Mark, and people have to watch out for that. But I'm saying that was one of the reasons for this Medical Surprise Act. I don't see how they get away with doing it. Okay, now we got more coming up. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255, 888heating.com. Remember, get your AC checked out right now, or your HVAC, your sewer, your plumbing, electrical, all these inspections free of charge. 888heating.com.
KHOW Denver, 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Keep Colorado Wild Pass.
A calm late morning commute throughout the Denver metro. Some usual slowdowns around town. Up on the northeast end through Commerce City, I-270 westbound. Road work continues just before Vasquez. Heavy traffic back from I-70, about 5 minutes of delays. I-25 north and southbound showing highway speeds through town. The same can be said for I-70 east and westbound. It's an easy commute to and from the DIA area. Heading south of there, Parker Road northbound, roadwork in the right lane between I-225 and South Peoria. We're seeing a 7-minute delay there. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, cloudy skies out there, high 47, overnight low of 25. Tomorrow, clouds starting to part with a high of 54 and warm on Thursday. The current temperature is 31 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
If this van could talk, it would tell tales of tall peaks and remote ranges. With the Keep Colorado Wild Pass, I'm supporting search and rescue and avalanche safety across the state for just $29 when I register my van. Get your Keep Colorado Wild Pass with your next vehicle registration.
You know, I love the way Excel Roofing does business. Excel, E-X-C-E-L. They do excel as in excellent. If you go to the website, you'll see the latest technology they're using. A little bit of AI, a little bit of satellite, a little bit of stuff. Here's what they do. They have used all this technology to give you an instant quote on your roof. Even if you're just curious, go there. excelroofing.com, E-X-C-E-L, excelroofing.com. Then go over and look at down the page here and put in your address. It'll outline your roof and give you an estimate on all kinds of materials, not just what you have, but if you want to upgrade or downgrade, whatever you want to do. Get your instant quote. And it's Excel's prices, excelroofing.com. That's excelroofing.com. Okay, Frank Duran, the real estate man, will also do something for you instantly. Well, not instantly, but if you ask him, he'll instantly say yes. And that's a market valuation of your home. So many people are thinking about moving or thinking about buying or thinking about selling, but they don't know what their house is worth. He'll go through your house and he'll measure, he'll take photographs, pics. He'll look at comps, the neighborhood, and supply and demand, interest rates, all market factors to come up with a price of what your house will likely sell for using his 30 years of experience with no obligation to you at all to list. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
Thank you. Uh-oh. Phone's ringing. Damn.
Good morning. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show. Okay, I can give you his number. Oh, okay.
Good morning, Troubleshooter Show. Did you want to talk to Tom and the gang?
Wow, that's great news. What's
Don't run off. That's all I got.
All right, hang on for me, okay?
Now, I don't want to get us dinged, but remember this? Hot Child in the City? Nick Gilder, Hot Child in the City. So I'm thinking we ought to do a parody song. Hot Child, there with Diddy. Right?
You are one hell of a weird person. Did she say it was $2,900? She
Are
had
you
to
talking
pay,
about your show? Wasn't listening.
and it represented 20%. So that would mean that the person billed them $14,500.
I like giving that away.
Hey,
Hmm.
Tom?
Huh?
Yeah.
Really need to go to Loy and Alexis?
Huh? Huh?
Well, maybe Tom hates women and doesn't want to go back to them.
What do I need to do?
Just talk to them about solar.
I know, but man, I do have other callers I had to take.
That you stacked up intentionally to avoid the problem. We need an on-staff shrink. Tom, why are you avoiding these problems? Face them.
God. Is she upset?
No.
She's asleep.
Gosh, oh
She is going to.
Okay.
She is going to come over and cut the mains to your power. Who do you have there? United, Excel.
It's just one of those busy days.
That's great. Stacked news day, even before the bridge collapsed.
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. On this solar issue, I want to talk to Brooke and Loy and Alexis, and I want to sum it up because it's way too complicated to go through each and every detail. But Brooke, in general, let me get this straight. They contracted with a company to do solar. And another company, of course, as they always do, did the fulfillment. So one company knocks on the door, The other company does the fulfillment. So they're dealing with two separate companies. The fulfillment company is called, is it One Solar?
Yeah, so it's a little different than that. So the contract's written with One Solar. Valor is just a dealership for them.
Okay, that's fine. So Valor is a dealership. They did the sale, right? Or not?
Yep.
Okay. But
Yep,
One
they did the
Solar, One Solar is the one that was supposed to install the system, right?
Yes.
And on their estimate, did you look at the estimate? They estimated the system and they built it. Is that right to begin with? They built the basic system according to contract. Is that right or wrong?
That's right. They're an EPC, meaning they do everything from after the contract signed to PTO, permission to operate, or activation of the system.
Okay, so they
every
built
aspect
it.
of the project.
But they built it.
Yep.
But there's a and these people financed it. But there's a very big problem with it. And the big problem is it can't be activated. Is that right?
Yeah, there's multiple issues with this one. But the biggest problem is that it can never get interconnected with Excel until a substation is upgraded.
So the chances of Excel upgrading their substation for one person that has a solar system, it's not going to work. Are you saying, and this is what I need to know, if anyone, even you, with a legitimate company, Red Rocks Roof and Solar, if you guys built a system, is it true that you could not get it activated in that particular area because of Excel's substandard grid?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so in essence, are we saying that One Solar should have advised them of that or should have made arrangements for that? Or was there a way for this system to be built? Was there a way that One Solar has not done that could have been activated in this area?
No. During the permitting process with Excel made it very explicitly clear that this wasn't a viable option.
So
And
no one in that
One
area,
Solar-
no one in that area can have a solar system.
New applications, the folks that already have a system that are activated, sure, they can keep them. But anything new, until a substation is upgraded, which is, again, $2 to $4 million projects, like you said, probably not going to happen anytime soon. Until that occurs, no one in that area can go solar.
So in my opinion, not a legal opinion, but my opinion, this company should have known and never sold them that system.
Yes, they should have canceled the contract.
But they didn't.
Nope, they installed it, and now the homeowner is being charged by financing for it. And the install that was performed was subpar work. It never passed the city of Aurora inspection.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if it's subpar. It should have never been sold.
Yes, it never should have been sold. The reason it matters if it's subpar is because the way it was installed, they're on what's called jumper cables, essentially. So Excel can just shut off their power whenever they want to because that's only a temporary fix. And they've been set up that way for too long.
Okay, how long?
From what I understand, the install happened November or October of 2022. So anytime from that point to today's date.
Okay. Now, this is a big problem. So I want to ask Loy or Alexis, have you asked them to remove the system and pay off the bill at the lender and did you make any deposits out of your pocket, Loy and Alexis?
We pay direct to Good Leap always.
What did you make a cash deposit or only the loan?
Only the loan.
Okay. Now, did you ask them to remove the system and give your money back or pay off the loan?
Okay, we recently asked the state of Colorado to start an investigation, and they found that Excel Energy never gave One Solar permission to do the installation.
Say, I'm going to ask you that
So
question
what
again
we
then.
get-
I'm happy you found that out. That strengthens your case. Have you
Yes,
asked
we get-
One Solar for a refund?
Yes, we asked them to take out the panels or provide a battery.
Got it. So in other words, provide a system you can use off-grid or take the system back. Now, and of course, fix it. So, Brooke, you were about to say something when she was explaining the state of Colorado doing an investigation.
Yeah, so anytime you have an issue, you can, especially with Excel, you can always call the Public Utility Commission, which is the PUC, and open an investigation. And what that does is that means that the state looks into your specific case to see who is at fault for whatever's going on, whether it's a contractor or yourself or whatever. And so that's what they did. And through that investigation, Excel ran an extensive report because they were required to, and that's when it was determined that the substation upgrade was required.
Okay, fine. So I don't think we'll have any problem establishing that One Solar is in breach, not in breach. Well, they're kind of in breach of contract. They're producing a system she can't use. Are they demanding that she pay for those batteries? If the system is to be used, they're going to have to add batteries. Is One Solar willing to do that?
So can I go a little bit into this one? I know this is a little tricky.
Well, I don't want to, Brooke, I'm going to be really straight with you. It's got to be something we can all understand. Right now, I understand they built a system that can't be used. In order to use it, they have to put batteries on it, or they have to remove the whole damn thing and give a refund. So go on from there.
Yeah. So what they did was they said, you want batteries? We'll give you a battery. So what they did is they're giving them one battery that's going to power their house for about 3 to 6 hours in only what's called critical loads, meaning that they were going to take these folks offline knowing, because of their expertise and their electrical contractor license, that these folks would lose power every day because the battery that they were going to install is not sufficient enough.
So in other words,
to power
the
their whole
answer is they're not willing to install batteries that will sustain the system.
Well, that's the tricky thing. The homeowners aren't aware of this because they just assume a battery means that their system will be fine, right? They're not electrical experts. So this is another faction of what makes One Solar such a dangerous company to work with. Because they have the expertise. They know what they're doing.
No, I get you.
I
get you. I get you. What they did is terrible, and they should be chastised for it. What I want to know is, have they indicated they will give a refund or not?
I am unsure if they said they would give a refund, but the whole point of hopefully working with you guys on this is to give enough publicity so that
we will do that. We will do that. But I also don't want these people paying for a system they can't use. Hold on, 303-713-8255.
Yep.
Now, Impact Traffic.
Did I do it right? Fuller Law, Made in the Shade? I think I'm having a problem with this damn thing.
No, you're not entering. But
a couple crashes.
Golly.
I got it.
Made in the Fuller Shade Law. God damn it.
As slow driving back from Clear Creek Drive, we're seeing a 15-minute delay
60?
at the moment.
Scrolling. Hang on. Clicking 60.
Thank you.
Northbound, stop and go back from Federal. I-25 north and southbound, otherwise showing highway.
Well, I'm sorry to have compounded things today with my technical inadequacies.
The Front Range, high 47 today. Overnight low of 25. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies with a high of 54. Warming up even more on Thursday with a high of 65. The current temperature in Denver is 32 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan at 6:30 KHOW.
Silk's delicious plant-based beverages help bring a daily dose of goodness to help you feel plenty good. They are rich in calcium and a good source of vitamins A and D to support the health of you and your family. Shop wherever you find groceries.
John Fuller is a personal injury attorney that I hope you never need, but God, as an expert, you will love to have him on your side. So here's what you do. If you ever are in an accident or a loved one or someone you know, you can refer John Fuller, and here's one thing I will tell you for sure. You will get his personalized attention. That means you will talk to him before hiring him. Not a call center, not an intake committee, not some assistant that's not an attorney. You'll talk to John Fuller, and then you decide if it's a good fit. You ask all your questions, get free legal advice. If it is a good fit, you want to do it, John Fuller will then give you a cell phone number that you can call or text at any time, and you'll be in continual contact. He has pledged to take only the number of cases that he can work personally. You'll notice the difference from the first call. 303-597-4500. 597-4500. myaccidentlawyer.co. Hey, you want window coverings? Everyone wants window coverings. That's why I love dealing with Made in the Shade. Who's Made in the Shade? It's a company that really does put you on easy street, as the name implies, Made in the Shade. All kinds of window coverings, anything you want, high-tech, low-tech, in between tech. They have cell phone tech. They have stuff that'll run on solar or batteries or wired, all of it. And they'll come in and estimate for free, measure for free, get a designer to help you pick the stuff for free. If you decide to move forward on your budget, they have in-house installers. Made in the Shade. That's denvershades.co.
Thank you. Andrea's 35th anniversary. There's quite a shindig up here on the 4th floor.
Andrea who?
Ross.
Geez, they must have forgotten my 45th.
Yeah. You're not
And my
technically
no, they must have forgotten my 30th, 35th, 40th, 45th.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So are you done with the solar?
Nope.
Okay.
But you're handling it really well. Did you know that, Tom? Trying to be supportive here.
Someone's got a nice food going on over by the market.
Shannon says someone's work anniversary.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Sky Geek.
Well, I didn't get one for my 35th, 40th, 45th.
Oh.
That'd be good. Hello?
What?
Somebody calling me. Hello?
Hello?
No, they're not talking. Hello?
Hello?
Usually they're, kind of mildly Pakistani.
I have an Amazon delivered I got to go look at.
Oh. Hello, sir. I'm calling about State Farm Insurance. Would you like to bundle with your house and your car, thing?
Oh, my God.
No, I'm good. Well, when I tell them the truth about my situation.
I'm
God
thinking of
bless
going
you.
to
Good
the
luck,
Eclipse
click.
again.
You're going to Texas?
I'm thinking of it, seriously.
Oh, son of a T-biscuit.
No, I think I want to do it. Is Deputy, whatchamacallit, listening, Chopper?
Uh-huh, yep.
When is it?
Chopper, I might fly out there, but you know what? I don't know, man.
What? Just a 10-hour trip?
No. If I go, I'm going to go on the, one of these campgrounds and just call them and land there. It would be so much fun.
You need somebody to go ahead and mark an X in the grass?
So I want to truly do this. I really do. I got to figure, when is the date? Isn't it like when? April what?
Don't remember. Stand by.
630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show. Let's continue. What do? Well, What we really have to do is, Brooke, what do we have to do? I mean, we have to get someone, first of all, let people know about One Solar, but we have to get someone to work this, to try. Now, is there any law regarding the financing? Mark said there might be, but I couldn't find one. Brooke, are there any laws that say if a system can't be used, that the financing, that something has to be done? What? Do you know?
Yeah, so in the installation agreement, it states that the installer is responsible for achieving permission to operate. Well, that's never going to occur. So they're in breach of contract right there, which makes the financing not valid. So really, these folks have two things to do. Number one, they can get One Solar to pay for their battery system to go off grid, or number two, they can have them remove the system and replace the roof. Those are the two options they're stuck with, right?
Right.
Past that, they
did they know from the beginning? Did they know from the beginning that it couldn't have been activated in that area?
It's in the initial stages that One Solar didn't continue with the application the right way, and they would have discovered this information had they done the right steps.
What did they do wrong? What steps did they do wrong?
So in the application process with Excel, when cases come that the grid may not be able to handle another solar system, there's something called a supplemental review. It's a $250 fee. That's the only thing that One Solar needed to do for Excel to say this isn't a possibility.
No, I get that, but is this a normal thing to do or outside of the norm?
This is 100% normal. Any solar company that's installed in Excel territory, more than probably 20 projects have come across a supplemental report.
Well, but I'm asking this. Filing a supplemental report is considered the normal course of business.
Yep, it is. Absolutely.
So they did not do the application process properly. Hold on. More coming up. I'm Tom Martino.
Thank you, Dan.
Couples.
It's April 8th.
Thank you.
I wonder, I'm trying to look at a NASA map, but I can't figure out the closest.
I already got it, Tom. Let a pilot talk to you.
Involved, so.
Just a little northeast of Dallas.
Yeah, but there's plenty of places way out. Like I found, I'll show you one. I looked on a chart. It's really easy to get there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Let me just see. Hold on.
And I thought it'd be like Lubbock, which is 9
Did you say the 6th? No.
April 8th.
A Monday. Okay. You know, can you believe this would be the second solar eclipse I've seen, and they say it's a once in a lifetime?
Yeah.
It's like snowstorms here.
It's pretty cool that it's this close twice, this back-to-back kind of.
Okay, so I'm looking for solar eclipse route.
I mean, it was 7 years ago.
It does look like around Dallas is the direct line or closest.
Yeah, but there are some really. I looked at it. You can get Dallas. You're right. That would be the closest. That's right. But outside of Dallas, just northeast of Dallas, there are some campgrounds we could land at. I'm not going to go into Dallas. That's crazy. I mean, that would be nuts. I saw a swath, and I was looking for it, path, and I saw a really cool path where there, and it named the campgrounds and all that crap. There it is. Hold on. There it is. And so if I plot a course, And it's really a straight line. There's nothing in our way either. Nothing in our way. Nothing.
Sure.
We can go straight.
As you do.
Ask if you need someone to go mark an X on the ground like I did last night.
No, it should be fine. I don't know what the problem is.
$7 donut? All good. I mean, I know I can already get a $7 donut at Little Mars, but
Yeah.
that is a $7 donut.
Right,
For a reason.
that's definitely worth it there.
Oh my God, my toes are tingling thinking about it.
Who needs 9 toes?
I tell you, there's some little show that I like. Silly little thing. This guy comes in. In his industry, there's buzz about him or whatever. He goes, hey, who's got 9 toes, 2 thumbs, and the industry's talking about this guy? Holy crap!
Hey, that's you!
Look at my-
That's you!
It could be.
There's a big lake north of Dallas in an airport called Lakeview. Are you familiar with that?
Okay, hold on. I'll get it. You gotta wait though. I gotta find it. Okay, hold on. Okay. No, I'll get it, babe.
I know a filling station in Denton that has great burritos.
I got it. Oh, just wait, honey. I'll give it to you. Okay, it is. Okay, let me turn off my mic.
Thanks for calling Troubleshooter Show. Please hold on.
Denton is where the FEMA regional warehouse is.
Oh, yeah.
I've spent too much time there.
Thanks for calling Troubleshooter Show. Please hold a moment. Full redesign, but everything will stay the same.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show. Okay, what's your name? Rosie, and what did you call about?
How's your riveting going?
When did you call? Friday.
Are you listening, Tom?
Complaints on Goodwill. Okay, hang on for me, Rosie. Hey, Tom.
He's not there.
He didn't like us.
I love it, love it, love it.
Hey, Tom.
Huh?
Mike had to go, but you still have Compass. He's probably going to be listening.
Who?
Mike, the issue with the Fabuloso that you had me get Compass on?
Good. Did he say he would listen?
He did.
Thank you. Tell Brooke I'm going to go back to her, but I'm going to go to Jeremy first. If she can wait, this is a really good... I just have to sprinkle it in with other stuff.
Okay, Brooke, Tom is going to come back to you, but he's got to go to another call right off the top of the hour, and then he's going to come back to you, okay? Okay, hold on.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh, do I hear the B team? That's for Brown.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Genesis Total Exteriors.com. Remember that name for your insurance damages from the roofing, soffits, fascia, siding. They can upgrade you to stucco or fixture stucco, windows, doors, decks, railings, painting, outbuildings, or home improvements. Somebody I've known for a long time. GenesisTotalExteriors.com. Now, let's go to the phones. And listen, I want to go to Jeremy over at Compass, then back to that solar. Then I'm going to get to a question on a property line and a separate question on Craigslist, and then also a complaint on Goodwill. And then we have an issue with United Health. Maybe I'll keep Jeremy on for that one. Jeremy is with, well, actually, no, not for United Health. Never mind. I digress. Jeremy is with Compass Insurance, and I want to ask him about this floor thing. Then maybe we get Integra for the other one on the UHC health insurance thing. I believe it is. Now, Jeremy, I have a question. If a house cleaner cleans my floors and they warp because she used the improper chemical and mixture and too much water, would that be an insurance claim? My floors are ruined. They're discontinued. I have to replace them.
It could be. I mean, I really think that's going to be one that you'll see covered possibly by some companies and not by others, because it's the peril
he has
that triggers the coverage.
He has Safeco.
I would think that could be, yeah.
Okay.
It was a one-time event.
Yep.
It wasn't something that happened over time.
No. She went there and did it. The next day or 2 days later, they're warping. And she has insurance, but I'm thinking that if he puts in a claim, they might subrogate.
She would have to be covered for it for them to subrogate. They're not going to subrogate unless there actually is coverage.
No, she does have coverage.
Then yeah, I mean, no, I'm saying the homeowner, the claim would have to be covered under the homeowner's policy,
right,
in order for them to subrogate.
Right. And I think that's going to be the path. But here's what I'm asking. If they subrogate and get reimbursed, does it still count against them as a claim?
It'll show up on their record, so it's more of an eligibility issue than it is anything else. Now, most of my companies are not going to hit you for a subrogated claim. There are companies that would.
Now, here's another thing.
Not something I would avoid doing, but depending on the company, they could hold that against you.
Here's another thing, Jeremy. If you have a hailstorm 2 years ago that you claim, and now you have this, is that considered too many claims?
It's getting there. What's the dollar amount of the damage on the floors?
It could be $10,000.
Yeah. I mean, a weather-related claim and a subrogated claim are about the two best claims you can have. So it's not just the number of them, but what are they? You know, a water claim.
You mean as far as how they
claim
count against them?
Exactly. And not so much from a charging, but from an eligibility. So if you fire claims, water claims, those are pretty bad. A weather claim, a lot of companies can overlook that, or, they don't necessarily hit you as hard from an eligibility standpoint. I don't think if they had the weather claim and then the subrogated claim, they're still insurable, but there's certainly potential. They may find a really good rate with the company and then find out because of those two claims they're not eligible specifically with that company, and
now,
that can cost them in that sense.
Now, Mark mentioned something by text. He said, what if she claimed them time after time and then it warped? Would that make a difference?
That could, right. So if it's not sudden and accidental, that could be a problem. So if it's something
then they're going to have to. He's going to have to work on that. And I'm not suggesting he lies, but I mean, all of a sudden, I don't know. He had to hang up, but he's listening right now. But if it happened over time, he's going to have more of a problem.
He is. Yeah.
Why is that, Jeremy? Is it's still damage?
Because the claim needs to be sudden and accidental, and it doesn't fit the sudden.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Of that. If it's something, yeah.
Now, I want to remind you can get an insurance checkup with Compass, and that's really important. And that's finding out you're not underinsured or overinsured, or what they're doing now is sneaking up with actual cash value coverage, which is a depreciated amount instead of replacement, or a percentage of the home value for your roof deductible. You could end up with hardly any insurance on your roof. So be careful and get the free checkup. 303-996-9000. Thank you, Jeremy. 303-996-9000. Okay. Now, quickly here, I want to ask Tom's questions. Tom, go ahead. You have a question on a property line and another question. Go ahead, Tom.
Hi. Thank you.
Yes.
My neighbor's got a new neighbor, and they've got a driveway that's been over the property line for probably over 15, 20 years. And now the new neighbor wants to put up a fence in there. I guess they're getting a lawyer and all that. So how many years? I mean,
12.
It's just a driveway.
I believe it's 12
He uses it to turn on his truck and his trailer.
If he was openly, listen carefully, if he was openly using it, it becomes his after a certain, it's not automatic. He has to file a lawsuit, but it's going to be easy, and it's going to be called adverse possession.
Adverse possession. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that answers that question. I will pass that along to them. My second question is, I'm trying to sell a vehicle, and I got a message from a potential buyer, and they wanted me to send them a code on my phone with my phone number.
No.
Anything about that?
Yeah.
Is that a scam?
Yeah. Yep. The code that they're going to send, the code is to get into one of your accounts.
Okay.
Yep. It's a scam.
They can't do it with a phone number. They have to have a code too, right?
That's right. And that's why they want you to send it. But they're telling you the code is for a different reason. Why are they telling you?
Well, it was supposed to be a woman, so says my husband is at work, and
but what is this woman saying she needs this code for?
Oh, for her safety.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. I just told her no code. I don't do codes, and I just
so
told her
she was there was gonna be a code sent to you, and you had to send it back to her. Is that what it is?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
That means that they're on one of your accounts, or going to be.
Okay.
It's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. And if you have accounts that text a code to you, you need to change the password to those accounts right now.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't think I have any.
No, then she might be trying. Here's another thing that could be happening. She might be trying to change your password. And
okay.
And in order to do that, they're going to ask for a code be sent to the phone on file. So she's going to ask you to give her that code.
Right.
Now, many times the text comes and says, let's say United Bank or whatever. This is the code requested or sent by United Bank. Do not give it to anyone, right? I don't know how it's going to work. In fact, if I were you, I don't know, can you call her back, or does she have your number?
I guess she's got my number, but I could probably text her back. Yeah.
Here's what I would do. I'm serious. We're not going to do it, but I'd like to see where this goes and what kind of text and what it looks like. Take a screenshot for me, but then don't send it to her. Just let her send it to you. I'd like to know, because we can maybe figure out where it came from. So in other words, say to her, on second thought, I really want to get rid of this car, so just send me that code you want me to text you. And then don't send it to her, but just tell her that. And then let's look at it.
Right.
Would you do that or not? I mean, that can't do you any harm. It's up to you.
If I can find it, yeah.
If you
I can find it, I'll do
if
it.
you can, call me back, man. This is a common scam. Do not do it. 303-713-8255.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert.
All right, Tom, you got about 10 seconds here, and Joe is on the phone ready to go.
Give us a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Joe Cano is a certified financial planner, and what he does is tries to get you into products away from the stock market that have guarantees not to lose, guarantees to grow, guarantees not to ever lose principal or gain, and then guaranteed income. Well, a few months ago, we did this movie premiere where people came and saw an educational movie in a very high production value. It's a really nice movie. And people came to look at it, and it explained various options for retirement. It's a cool event. It wasn't a sales job. It was really cool. It was like a documentary and a drama, an educational thing. You're going to do it again, Joe.
That is right, Tom. We're going to be doing it on Tuesday, April the 9th at 7 p.m. But I would advise people to come in a little bit earlier, like maybe 6:30 to 6:45. If you remember, we had a sold-out crowd.
This was AMC Southlands we're going to, right?
Yes, in Aurora. That's in Aurora.
Now, this is not the same one, is it? Is this a new one, a new theater?
It's a new theater.
Okay.
No, the one that you attended was actually Highlands Ranch.
Okay, so this one is going to be
Ranch.
AMC Southlands. Oh, I know where that is. That's a beautiful facility.
Yeah.
It's
it's going to be really nice.
It's you get there. Well, I get there by 470 and take that road. Yeah, that's AMC Southland is nice. Now, I want to ask you something. Is it the same movie?
It is the same movie, and we're going to be giving popcorn and drinks.
And the reason I
so
mention
people
that,
can
if
just
they
sit
went
down
to
and
the
enjoy
last
it.
one, there's no reason to come to this one, right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's the same movie.
And what is the name of the movie?
It's called The Baby Boomer Dilemma, and it talks about the retirement. So this is for people, Tom, that are interested in retirement.
Right.
Safe retirement.
And to find out more, I'm going to give you the
movie.
website.
You
It's
get
mymoneymyway.com, mymoneymyway.com. The number, 303-779-6600. Reserve your seat, free of charge, no obligation, 303-779-6600. All right. I love talking about this weight loss supplement, semaglutide, because denverregen.com is the lowest price you can get on this compounded drug with doctor's consultations and all your injection supplies for $250 a month. And we're talking about a screaming deal here because it's the kind of thing that you can get. I mean, it's just amazing at the price compared to $1,200 somewhere else. DenverRegen.com, $250 a month. Now, something else I want to tell you about that's important, and that is RenewHomeInnovations.com for the most beautiful showers money can buy, and they're low price compared to the market, but beautiful. They take the place of that ugly shower tub you have and puts in a beautiful custom shower, rectangle, glass walls, glass panels, and then stone resin walls, no maintenance, and they build it custom to your movements in 2 or 3 days. And get this, then you have 72 months to pay with no interest. 303-904-2000, 904-2000, RenewHomeInnovations.com.
Whew.
Dragon, if you see Kelly, ask her if she has a second to come in here.
Man, we've got jammed lines all day. I know.
Okay.
Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings Fantasy Sports.
Pure Talk believes that American a message from Itza and the ad council. You have to pay this, but we're going to take it one step at a time.
She got up and walked out the door. I thought she was coming in here.
It's on the book.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer this season with Pro Sports.
A surprise act. I don't see how they get away with doing it.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Denver's talk station.
10 seconds.
Fiduciary Advisors, TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Listen, I've been reading more about adverse possession, and I think it's 18 years in Colorado. I hope that listener still. I think it's 18 years, and I think I said 12. I think I remember hearing 12, but it's that has something to do with taxes. And then there's also a question about whether they have to pay you for that if they end up winning it at court. Again, this is hazy. And if you call back, I'll get our real estate attorney on as well to talk about that. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Now, I want to continue with the solar problem. It's clear to me. Now, by the way, Red Rock's Roof and Solar is our expert. Also the one who are they're consulting Loya and Alexis with options and told them how to what they would need to correct this. RedRocksRS.com, a good company, so I don't want to mix them up with this problem. This problem was caused by another solar company that sold them really a bill of goods. When you sell a system and install a system, and they use their affiliate too, but basically it's one solar. And when they went through the permitting process, they didn't file enough paperwork to find out that this was not an area for solar systems because Xcel won't allow them unless their substation has been upgraded. They're not going to upgrade the substation for a while. So if you build a solar system, a new one in that area, you in essence have to build it off the grid. Well, that's not part of what One Solar quoted them, and it's going to be 50 to 60 grand more to make it off the grid. Is that right, Brooke?
Yes, that's correct.
Now,
you need about 4 to 5 big batteries to go off grid.
Now, and that's going to be 40 to 60, or 50 to 60. Now, here's what I want to know, though. What about the system that's there? Didn't you say it was, even if they supplied the batteries to go off grid, didn't you say the existing system also has other problems? It wasn't done right?
Yeah, it wasn't done right or nor to code. So there's a few changes that need to happen. But the long short is first to correct the electrical so Xcel will put their meter back in so they're no longer on jumpers. And then the second thing is to fix the solar system itself.
If they're not on a meter, how are they paying an electric bill?
Yeah, so this is a normal process. Anybody that upgrades a main panel or does work like this, they know that it might take a couple days for the inspection to be ran. So this is a normal process, but it's not supposed to last for anything more than a week to 2 weeks.
How long has it been? How long have they been on jumpers?
Since I'm not in the process, I don't know. What I can tell you is construction on this started the fall/winter of 2022. So it could be any time from then to today's date.
Well, how have they been paying an electric bill all that time?
They're not getting charged an electric bill right now, but Excel will backdate them 6 months of what they think that they've been using, and they'll get one huge bill here as soon as that gets turned back on. So as soon as we do our work to get the right meter in, they're going to expect a bill of probably around $18,000 to $3,000.
And in addition to that, so did they hire you to put in the batteries?
We haven't been hired at all. This individual is a family or is a friend and ex-coworker of somebody that works for me, and she said, "Hey, something's going on."
Oh, okay, I got it. Well, thank you for helping them out. Now, Loy and Alexis, we need to lean on One Solar to get them to refund your money, because it sounds to me like that would be cheaper for them than spending $60,000. I don't know. What do you think, Brooke? What would be cheaper for them?
So the cost of the system is $54,000 on the installation agreement. Plus, they would need a new roof because of all of the roof penetrations with this, and then the electrical upgrade. So either way, it about breaks even with whichever option 1 or 2 they go on.
I'm wondering if we should just have Alexis sue them, Alexis and Loy, because I don't see how they can lose this. I don't see how.
They can't.
And not only that, I think they go after them for damages and all the other stuff too, and go for a big lawsuit. Does anyone have a contact at One Solar that will talk?
I did send you the owner's cell phone information, but past that, I am unsure. I could send you more contact information on
All right,
them.
which one of our deputies is chomping at the bit to talk to the president? Because truly, it all comes down to this. Don't let them get in the weeds. It all comes down to this. They built a system that can't be used, period.
Yeah.
And it's unreasonable to supply them one battery and say, just use your critical stuff. No, forget it. Forget it. This is ridiculous. Because what they would have to do is disconnect while the solar system is running and then connect at night to one battery. Is that what they're proposing?
Yes.
Essentially, yes. They would lose power all the time.
This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. One Solar, and who's the one who worked with One Solar?
Valor Roof and Solar.
And Valor, in my opinion, is just as bad.
They've known that One Solar's done this type of work before. This is exactly why I opened up my own company. This is not new, and they're continuing to give them business.
So Valor is still selling these
yes,
systems. Okay, so Chopper, are you listening to this?
Yes, I am.
Chopper, listen.
Yes.
I really believe what we need to do is this. Valor Solar we should call, and we should call First Solar. All the information is in that email. Kachina, do you have her email as well, or am I the only one that has it, Brooke? We need to send that email to Chopper. And Chopper, you need to go through there. There's some you don't have to know each and every aspect of this case. All you have to know is they built a solar system that cannot be used unless a full battery backup is installed. Not one battery, but a full battery backup to the tune of 50 or 60. Otherwise, they need to remove the damn system and repair the roof. Why? Because they're in breach of contract. It even says in there, right? Didn't you read in there, Brooke? It says something about if they can't be activated, it's a null and void. What does it say about that?
I'm not reading the contract, so I don't want to dictate, but the contract does say One Solar was responsible for achieving permission to operate or activation. And
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's the key. Chopper, we need to get on this. Now, again, Kachina, can you have her send that email to Chopper? Brooke, we're going to ask you to send that email to Deputy Chopper. We got more coming right up.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Michael Brown in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon. 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Silk. Feel plenty good. Shop wherever you find groceries.
Some good news for folks heading into downtown 6th Avenue eastbound. The off-ramp to I-25 northbound has been reopened after a crash. Had the ramp closed. We are still seeing some stop-and-go traffic on I-25 northbound between 6th and Colfax. North of there, a new accident reported I-70 westbound before Sheridan, slow driving back from Lowell Boulevard, and further west closer to Golden, I-70 eastbound this time before Kipling. A crash blocking 2 left lanes has stopped up driving back from Clear Creek Drive. We're seeing a 30-minute delay. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, cloudy skies out there today, high 47, overnight low of 25.
Really stupid,
Tomorrow, the sun
those
comes out with a high of
spots.
54. The current temperature in Denver is 34 degrees. With your impact traffic and weather, Mark Swan.
You must be new here.
Plenty good by incorporating Silk into your morning routine. Silk's delicious plant-based beverages help
Yeah,
bring a
another
daily
30
dose of goodness. They are rich in calcium and a good source of vitamins A and D to support the health of you and your family. Shop wherever you find groceries.
Sheridan Auto Tech. Uncle Kevin and his team are wonderful people. SheridanAutotech.com. On Colfax, west of Wadsworth. If you need help with anything, they can help you with newer used cars, used car checkouts before you buy one, electrical issues. They do it all with honesty, integrity, and value. I've sent many, many people to SheridanAutotech.com. 303-455-7242. 455-7242. Now, if you want to go down south and you're near Evans and Tejon, check out RKC Automotive. I'm happy to have them in the Troubleshooter family. They're great people. Ramondo and his team, they also do old and new cars, foreign and domestic, big or small, they do it all. And they'll do a complete courtesy check with every repair to make sure you're never caught by surprise on anything going wrong to your car. And they have great pricing. Look them up on Facebook, RKC Automotive, or call them 720-749-3965.
Which one?
I'm going to get the medicine from.
Oh.
It's one of these companies, they send you a letter. I heard your client coordinator, but every time they send you one, it's a different client coordinator. And they don't talk to each other.
Wow.
So I'm basically re-asking for the meds because at first I thought they were going to give me the shots, but they just said, no, the doctor changed it. So now they sent me the form. They had all my information.
Right.
Now they sent me a form. You got to refill out the information. Okay. They just sent me a form, but it's a different form. It's as though I already had the medication. And how am I doing on it? And you can't just say no, because it won't go on to the next question.
Right. Oh.
I'll just talk to the nurse or doctor or whoever.
Are they here in Denver or the company? Or?
Hey, Chopper.
They say,
Oops, hold on. Tom's.
Chopper.
I'm here.
We're done with the solar, but I really want you to come down on these people. This is a serious issue. I want you to get a comment from them too. I mean, because tell them we're not only doing it for radio, but I'm also doing it for some news sites.
I will. I'm kind of used to. You gave me that was one of my first cases. It was Ion Solar.
Yeah.
And so I dealt with that.
But these people, they really, really, honest to God, should take the system off and repair the roof. I'm serious. I don't see how they can justify it. And they're going to tell you, well, you know, it's not our fault. We're willing to give them a battery. But that one battery, they will have to connect during the disconnect during the day when the solar system's on. Then at night, disconnect from there and use a battery that can only run critical systems overnight. It's ridiculous.
Would 5 batteries be a solution?
She said, Brooke said, whatever the solution was, it was multi-batteries, costing around 50 to 60 grand.
Okay. Would Brooke talk to me if I need additional info?
Yes. But like I said, I want to stay out from the really nitty-gritty bullshit because that email is so detailed on stuff we don't. The main problem here is they built a system that cannot be used.
I got that part.
Yeah, good. I mean, I don't mean to be an ass about it, but that's what it is.
Okay.
10 seconds, guys.
Excel Roofing, we're on top of it.
Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I want to go to Clayton. Clayton has a problem with UHC. What's going on, Clayton?
Okay, this same situation happened 10 years ago with Aetna, and then I'll just give some background. I'm from Denver. I've just been stranded in Cheyenne for 53 years. Anyway, the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that my asthma is the worst for every 25 million people. I've been on this inhaler for 27 years now. 10 years ago, Aetna at first refused to pay for the Flovent HFA inhaler, which I have to have to survive. It stabilized my asthma. And now...
For 20 years you've been on an inhaler?
Oh, I've been on inhalers for over 50 years now. For over 52 years now, but for my asthma. But this particular inhaler I've been on since 1997.
But, okay, so what's happening today? Let's go to today.
What's happening today is that United Healthcare refuses to pay for the generic version, which I was told is $1,000 every 30 days. 10 years ago, this was for the brand name.
Now wait a minute.
$432.
Are they willing to go for the brand name?
Yes. However, we can't get the brand name. My pharmacies say it's not available. They can't get it. It's not in any warehouses. So we can't get it. They can get the generic, but then United Healthcare won't pay for it. So I've got a real situation here. I've tried to get help.
So United Healthcare refuses to get a generic inhaler.
Yes.
Even though...
Because of the price. Because they raised the price to $1,000.
Wait, is the price more or less than the brand name?
I think it's more. I really don't know, but I think it's more. I know that the brand name was $432 10 years ago, and Aetna at first refused to pay for it. Later, they finally agreed to pay for it, and that's why I'm alive today.
Okay, so there is a shortage of brand name inhalers. What's the name of the inhaler?
The name of the inhaler is Flovent HFA, 220 micrograms.
So Flovent is the one.
HFA.
Flovent is the one that you had.
Yes, that's the brand name. And now, the one I need to get, I need either one, either Flovent HFA 220 micrograms, but it has to be HFA because that's the propellant. And then, or it has to be fluticasone. This is the generic.
Yeah, well, no, I don't care about the name. So all I want to know is there is a shortage of Flovent, and therefore now they refuse to substitute.
Yeah, well, the substitute that I'm being told I can have is something that I would die with the transition. That's April 12th. If I don't get help with this, I'm pretty much dead that day or right after, and because I run out. And they want me to take beclomethasone, dipropionate, which is basically the Vanseril inhaler that I was on from the early 1970s to 1997.
So instead they want to give you what you consider a substandard inhaler or a inhaler that doesn't work or what?
Yes, an inhaler, yes, that I would die if I tried to transition.
Why?
Because of the reason that, here's why.
Do you have a doctor that you go to regularly that can tell them this?
Well, right now I'm between doctors. I have a nurse who's caring for me.
You can't be.
What?
You will never get this done without a primary care physician on your side ever.
Well, she's an FNP. Anyway,
what are you talking? What is an FNP?
I had a pulmonologist, but she quit. She quit on December 8th. Are you still there?
Yeah, but you got to get another one. Do you understand?
Yes, I do. My
Okay,
life depends
where is
on
your
this.
primary care physician?
I moved back to Lagos, Nigeria.
Clayton,
I had one,
Clayton,
and he
Your
anyway.
primary care physician is who? What I mean is not your pulmonologist. Your primary care.
Right. My primary care is a nurse right now. I'm between MDs. But,
Where is the nurse? Is it with a practice?
Yes.
And they're looking
but
for
they-
another MD?
No. I was going to try to go from an MD pulmonologist, which I had just briefly. I had one for 22
Hey,
years.
Clayton.
And then I had
Clayton, I'm going to tell you something, okay? Because I deal with health things all the time. I'm just going to tell you something because you keep saying the same thing over and over. Let me explain this. No matter what happened in the past, no matter what happened, it's not going to work now, okay? Never. Here is what you need. Whether you get it or not is up to you. I'm not going to argue with you. You need a primary care, not a pulmonologist right now. You need a primary care doctor or clinic. Like how old are you?
59.
How much?
59.
Okay, 59. You need a primary care. So you need to find one, whoever it is, and you have United Healthcare. So find a primary care physician. That primary care physician then has to make a recommendation to a pulmonologist. Then they together can instruct United Healthcare on what you need. That is the only way we can help you make that argument. If we call United Healthcare, they are not going to argue with a patient over what the patient believes they should have. You need a doctor to say, Clayton, you need a doctor to say that generic one or the one that they want to give you is not going to work and it will kill you.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, I'm pretty sure it will. Okay. And
Clayton,
my medical people.
What did I
too.
just say,
But
Clayton?
Anyway, I'm right.
You can be pretty sure it's going to kill you. They're not going to listen to you.
Well, the thing is, the transition would kill me because.
Clayton, I'll see you. Take it
easy.
Clayton, take it easy. It just flew over your head. Go back and listen to the phone call on YouTube. What I said was this. I am positive that I know that you think it will kill you, and you might be positive, and you might be correct. It will not change the minds of United Healthcare. I'm going to say it for a 10th time. You need a primary care physician. Then they have to recommend you to a pulmonologist who then makes the recommendation and says, yes, this will not work. United Healthcare will not let a patient dictate their care. They won't. I'm hoping he'll listen, but he won't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that he won't listen. I'm really, 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 really sorry because he's going to go on and try to make an argument without any medical backing. And he might be correct. It doesn't matter. I have gone through this with people 100 times. They always argue until you get a medical professional. And when that medical professional and they really makes that recommendation, they have very little they can do to deny it. 303-713-8255. Let's talk to and I'm sorry, but again, when people keep saying the same thing over and over and over, they think somehow magically it's going to come to be. Russ, what is your question on Windows?
Yes, is this Tom?
Yes, it is, Russ. What's happening?
Hi. My daughter is getting some Windows installed. They're being replaced.
Now, hold on. In her whole house?
Yes, just 4 windows at this time.
Is replacing 4 windows. Okay. And who is she using?
I'm sorry?
Who is she using for this?
Well, she was going to go to Lifetime, and she decided to stick with Gravinas because...
Which
I've used
Gravina?
them in the past. The one in Inglewood.
Be more... Is it Gravina's Windows of Littleton? What is it called? The actual name of the company.
Gravino's Windows and Doors in Littleton.
There is no Gravina windows and doors and I hate to be a pain in the ass, but I'm asking. Okay, let me make it easier. Let me make it easier for you. There's Gravina's Window Center of Littleton, and then there is another Gravina's Windows. Okay, so I'm asking you which one it is.
It's Gravina's Windows and Doors, and I believe they're in Inglewood.
Okay, hold on.
They're on Evans.
Okay, good. Thank you. That's the one. Okay. They are not a bad company at all. We never get complaints about them. And the other one is good too. They're not on my referral list. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm just going to come right out and tell you. You're using Gravina Siding and Windows, and they have great reviews on our referral list, and they're on 950 West Evans. The other company is also a really good company. Really, it is. We don't get complaints about either one of them. But they have their brothers that don't get along. So it's a long story. That's why I asked you. And so one of them is on our referral list. The other one isn't. But the reason they're not on the referral list is not because they're bad people. Okay? It's just that they're not going to be ever doing the same thing. So I just wanted to make that clear. I hate even talking about it. But the good news is either company will do you fine on the actual windows. Now, what is your question regarding the job?
Well, my question is, they're saying we don't have to get a permit, a building permit, and City of Westminster says that we do, even if we're just replacing. And I'm wondering if they're just after the money or,
Well, everyone's after the money, so I don't understand. The permit will make, if they don't get a permit, they'll do it faster probably. I don't know the answer. I believe you do need a permit. I mean, I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. So did you actually call your your building or your daughter's building department?
Yes, they said no matter if we're replacing, or installing new ones, you need a permit. And Gravina's says that they don't have to get a permit because they're just replacing the old windows.
Honest to God, I don't. I mean, if you're well, let's put it this way: what counts is the building department. Where does she live?
About 119th and Depew.
Did you call her building department?
Yes, it's Westminster.
And Westminster. Okay, so if they say she needs a permit, she needs a permit.
Yeah. Okay.
So here's what I would do. I would tell them you need a permit, and if they don't want to do a permit, go to the other one. Go to the other Gravinas.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know if they. I usually know things like this here and there, but I really don't know about replacement windows. If you're not altering anything, I don't know the answer to that. Now we could ask other companies on our referral list to see what they say, but it seems to me the building department would know.
Yeah, and they said even if you're replacing or not, or installing new ones. You need a permit, but
break when you can here, Tom.
Replacing, we're not.
Now, listen. Let me explain something to people after this, because this is important regarding permits. You're going to want to hear it right after this.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply.
Some good news for folks heading into downtown 6th Avenue eastbound. The off-ramp to I-25 northbound has been reopened after a crash. Had the ramp closed. We are still seeing some stop-and-go traffic on I-25 northbound between 6th and Colfax. North of there, a new accident reported I-70 westbound before Sheridan. Slow driving back from Lowell Boulevard. And further west, closer to Golden, I-70 eastbound this time before Kipling. A crash blocking two left lanes has stopped up driving back from Clear Creek Drive. We're seeing a 30-minute delay. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, cloudy skies out there today, high 47, overnight low of 25. Tomorrow, the sun comes out with a high of 54. The current temperature in Denver is 34 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Prepare for spring at the Spring Ahead Sale at Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply. Through March 26, enjoy savings on muck, muds, and bogs boots, DeWalt tools, yard care items, and more, including Kodiak gun safes. Shop in-store or online at Murdochs.com.
All right, so Euro Plumbing Colorado is the place to go if you're looking for the best deals ever on water heaters. $12.99 for a 40-gallon tank, fully installed. $14.99 for a 50-gallon tank. That includes a new flex line for gas and new plumbing lines. And they urge you to shop around if you want, but you'll never get a better price ever. EuroPlumbingColorado.net. They pride themselves in value plumbing. 303-668-6844, 668-6844. Simply Floors, Inc., they have the experience, knowledge, know-how, and supplies to do any job, big or small, whether it's luxury vinyl planking, engineered floors, hardwoods, carpeting, or whatever. And they have great installers, along with experts to send to your home to pick the right stuff. Simply Floors, Inc. .com. 2 showrooms to choose from. Make your own appointment at simplyfloorsinc.com, either for your home or to come in. 303-731-5380. FixMyHome.com, doing the best systems ever when you want plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. Yeah, but they also do the extreme clean and check and tune to keep them alive longer. They're not looking to sell you something. They're looking to make your system work. Take advantage of the spring cleaning madness with the $24.07 Extreme Clean. $24.07 Extreme Clean check and tune of your AC. Increase efficiency and prevent future breakdowns. FixMyHome.com. That's FixMyHome.com. You know, when you're looking for window coverings, look no further than Made in the Shade. Here's how they do business. You have nothing to lose. They come to your home free. They measure free. They have a designer free to come up with a plan. Here's what you need. You pick high-tech, low-tech, in-between tech, cell phone controlled, whatever, solar powered. And then if you like the price, they try to fit your budget. They order and install. Everything's guaranteed through the brand names and through their installers. Everything. Made in the Shade. DenverShades.co.
What was your name? What was your name? All right, hang on for me, and Tom will be with you as soon as possible, okay? Hold on.
I don't know what we're going to do for Jennifer from last week. I just don't know how we're going to get her friend. She has a cable ban. Why did we get her back? Did we have an idea or what?
This is the one, maybe. Like her building, this lady's building has contract with Xfinity. Tom was saying, well, maybe Quest or, well, I think Xfinity was expensive versus maybe CenturyLink.
Keeps on going up and up.
Yeah.
It's draft season. The 2024 NFL Draft is right around the corner, and the Movie Sticks podcast has you covered for all your draft needs.
Was it me last week where every car was coming from Colorado Springs?
I think so. We had a bunch that day. Yeah, it was.
It's like I said, they're the Greeley of the South.
Yeah.
Subscribe now and listen to the Movie Sticks podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. From your radio to your desktop.
10 seconds.
KHOW on iHeartRadio. Denver's talk station is available everywhere. Just download our free iHeartRadio app. 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So on the windows, let me just say this. Russ, whether they get permits or not, they should get permits if they're required. I think all companies should get permits if they're required. But the truth is this. The whole truth is this, Russ. The permit process, especially when it comes to windows and certain home improvements, does not guarantee quality whatsoever, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have a permit. What I'm saying is permits do not guarantee or assure quality at all. If you're thinking, well, I want them to have a permit so my daughter's safe, that's not the way you do it. You pick a good company. I've seen just as many ripoffs with permits and poor, crappy jobs with permits as I have seen without permits. So I just don't want that to lure you into a sense of security. For example, if they say, well, you know what, that's going to cost too much and take too long, we're not doing it, and you decide to go with another company, don't go with another company just because they're going to get permits, okay? That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I mean, really, that's what I'm saying. I'm not telling you to do it without a permit. I'm saying that the permit's not going to do anything. These inspectors are morons, okay? They're total morons. In fact, they don't know half of what these companies know, except when it comes to electrical. They're really good, electrical inspectors, okay? Let me give you another idea. Well, no, I don't even think concrete inspectors for footings and all that. No, I think the main inspectors, electrical, and some plumbing inspections for major plumbing. But as far as doors and structures and windows and kitchens and baths, forget it. They don't give you anything. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK. 1 hour to go. We're going to take all of your calls, questions, complaints. Don't let people snowball you. Let's help you out on the Troubleshooter Show.
Tom, I just checked the site for permits in Westminster.
Yes.
If they're the same size, no permit needed. If you're increasing or decreasing a window, permit needed.
Try to get that guy back. Did he hang up?
Yeah.
Damn it. Chopper, were you? I wish you would have interrupted me, by the way.
You were just going off the air.
Okay, all right, man. No, you can't. That's right. I want to make that clear.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino
So
Show.
let's revisit that.
Oh. Yep.
That's right.
You got it. Hang on.
Right. All the buttons hit.
Maybe if the guy called City of Westminster.
Yeah, it's right under building.
No, just say, oh, placing windows, do I need a permit? You have to make sure you ask the right question. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Have we heard from Mark today?
He was on for like the first 2 minutes, and then
that was it.
That was it.
I'm just checking levels here.
Yep.
Thanks. Ding, ding, ding. Bum, 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 bum. Deputy Dollar found out. Chopper. Deputy Chopper. You know, flightplan.com, I used to have an account there, and now I can't log in, the bastards. I guess they take your account away if you don't use it.
It's a good thing I don't like chocolate.
Freak. Okay.
Quiet break today.
Well, I think Dragon's sharp. He knocks the commercials off.
Yeah.
This report is sponsored by Groundworks Colorado, your local trusted experts. But I'm continuing over on the west end here on I-70 eastbound before Campbell Street. Crash blocking two left lanes on slow traffic back from Spears Creek Drive. It's been a 30-minute delay in the area. Heading east through downtown on I-25 northbound to usual stop and Jefferson, Alameda, and Colfax. Further northeast through Colorado City, that's 270 westbound to Cascade. Roadwork continues to slow traffic back to northeast.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling the Troubleshooter Show. Sure. What's your name? Chris. C-H-R-I-S. Okay. Hang on for me, and they'll be with you as soon as possible, okay? Hold on.
10 seconds, guys.
It's such a joke.
On Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW. Your voice, your vote.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hello, I am Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. As I love to say, the only show of its kind anywhere, but the important thing is that we help people. Now, listen, a lot of people, they may not like the double-barreled shotgun approach to truth, but it's the only way I can help you, really. If you are wrong, dead wrong, and you're going off on the wrong assumption, you're not going to get the help you need. But even if you were screwed and you think you have a reason to go after the company, and it's not the correct reason, you're going to lose. Many times people don't find the main point of their problem. I want to help you do that. We got to get something that we can nab the other guy with. When you call, of course, if you did something wrong, I'm going to tell you, but my main deal is to help people. Sometimes helping is not getting money back or an exchange or a refund, although we've gotten millions and millions for people. Sometimes helping is letting you know where you went wrong or where the merchant went wrong and how to go after that part. It's directing and summing up the problem, putting a handle on it. No one in the United States, no one, not a consultant, not so-called marketing and retail experts, not attorneys, not anyone, not one person in America has talked to more consumers directly than me. That's it. Not one I'm not bragging, it is a fact. So what have I done over the years? I've listened and listened and listened and cataloged. What is cataloging? It's remembering categories and cataloging problems and solutions. So that is important. I often laugh when I see people used as experts on TV and in newspapers, online, all over, as they're experts, right? And I say, like I saw this one, listen, I'm not putting her down, this one 26-year-old woman, who was called a consumer expert. And I'm thinking, how is she a consumer expert? At 26, you barely know how to floss your teeth properly. Anyway, I'm just saying. 303-713-8255. Hey, that better not be directed at me. Dragon. Actually, I did it, but Linda's got a transmission problem with AMCO. Let's talk. Linda, what's going on? Hi, Linda.
Hi. Thank you for having me on.
And by the way, I want to tell you, Jeopardy Chopper has an update on the permit process that Gravina told him he didn't need a permit. He says he does, and he was upset. He used somebody on our referral list, and we're going to give an update on that. It's not exactly as he represented it. Linda, go ahead. So what's going on with your Subaru?
So I had my Subaru. I have a transmission problem. It was slipping. So Subaru had it. I had some issues with Subaru, so I decided to have it towed to AMCO on 50 East Tenego. And
well, how did you
so
choose AMCO?
Towed.
How did you choose AMCO?
Well, I Googled best-rated transmission places. I called a couple places. They actually had a 4.5 Google rating.
Okay.
So, and they were a national company. So I figured I was pretty much.
When did you have it towed to
with
AMCO?
them. When?
Yeah.
February 12th.
Okay, so now I want to know this, and then we'll work backwards. Rather than going through each step, what's the problem? Did they not do something right? Did they overcharge you? Did they still have your car? What's going on?
AMCO, well, I just got my car back after a month and a week.
Okay.
They told me it was going to be 3 to 5 days to fix it. That's why I had it towed.
No,
to
I
them.
get it. I get it. So you just got your car back, even though they promised it would be done in 3 or 4 days. But what's the problem?
The transmission was slipping.
So wait, well, no.
So-
I mean, today, what is the problem? Did they fix it or not?
Well, they gave it back to me, and a day and a half, not even later, I'm having on the driver's side noise coming. Major
Wait a
noise
minute.
coming from the front.
Is the noise something that was never there before? How is the transmission? Is it slipping?
As far as I can tell, no. I was having issues.
And now there is a noise
trying to
coming from
listen.
Linda. Where's the noise coming from?
The front driver's side.
What kind of
The
noise?
tire area.
What kind of noise?
The axle area. It seems like I have a flat tire, but I do not.
Is it loud? Is this noise? Is this more of a feeling or a noise? Is it more of a vibration or a noise?
Both. It's a noise like a thud noise, like a flat tire.
But does it go like this? I need to know, Linda, is it a thud like this? Thum, 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 or is it thum, every now and then?
No, it's a thud like there's something every time the tire turns.
Okay, got it. No, I got it. Like thump, 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 like boom, boom.
Right.
And does it go faster when you go faster?
It does.
Okay. So the sound is a thud, and it varies with speed.
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to call our expert. That's why I'm asking this. Now, go ahead.
Well, no, I was just.
Do you feel it in the seat of your pants, or do you feel it in your hands?
The floorboard mainly.
Okay. Hold on and let's get an expert on. What else did you want to say?
Well, I tried, and I actually told them several times to also stop fixing it because I left a message. They weren't taking my calls. They refused to pretty much listen to me and continued working on it.
Well, what do you mean continued working? In other words, on this problem, when did you take it back to them and they continued working on it?
No. When 9 days were up after they said it would be 3 to 9 days.
I get it.
I was calling them, and they kept ignoring the calls. It kept going to voicemail.
You were calling. Why were you calling them to tell them to stop?
Yes, because I was like, it's taking
too long.
They weren't getting back with me.
I get it. So you were, Linda, you were disgusted with them. You were disgusted with them and wanted them to stop working, but they went ahead and finished it anyway. How much did this job cost you for the transmission?
$6,000.
Wait, no. You didn't just say that. Did you? Wait a minute. 6,000.
798. Subaru wanted 11,300.
What did they do for 6,000? What did they do for $6,700? What did they do?
They said they rebuilt. There was a part broken in the transmission, and they rebuilt it.
Okay, it could have been. So you have a brand new, or not brand new, but you have a rebuilt transmission, right?
Correct, because they don't make them anymore.
I get it. Hold on. I got to get our expert on. Hey, listen, Kachina, let's try Jeff Vick first.
He's on.
He is. Good. Jeff Vick, Kimmer Transmission. Listen, man. You heard that. Did you? She had her transmission rebuilt. First and foremost, I want to ask you on that 2014 Subaru, $6,700. What do you think?
That's kind of on the low end.
My God, it is?
Yeah. That's CVT, and we've talked about it a little bit before. I mean, Subaru has probably the most durable CVT on the market, but it's also probably the most expensive one to work on. So, $8,000-$9,000 is
okay,
pretty
good.
common.
At least she didn't get ripped off with price if they did it. Now, next question. What would be causing a noise On the front driver's side, that's the left side near the tire, that sounds like a thump, almost like she has a flat, thump, 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 and it goes faster with speed, thump, 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 and she feels it in the floorboard. What do you think it is?
Almost sounds like one of the CV joints is going bad.
Could that be? How many miles on this, Linda?
80,000.
Okay, is that about time for CV joints? That's not really high mileage. What do you think?
That's not really high mileage. I mean, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised to find one, but it wouldn't be the most common.
Would there be anything when they were doing the transmission that would cause this?
If the joint got separated, and then they tried putting it back together without pulling the boot apart, and then actually putting.
But why would the joint get separated in doing a transmission?
When they pulled the transmission out and they pulled those axles out, if they overextended it, you can pull it right out of the joint.
Does it sound? See, I don't believe in coincidences. Doesn't it sound to you like it must have been something during that transmission?
It's a very good possibility, yes. And I would think that they would be happy to take a look at it and confirm whether it was or wasn't.
Linda, will they take a look at it?
Here's the problem. I didn't ask them because I'm scared I won't get my vehicle back.
No,
It's
Linda,
been a
Linda,
month
but
and
they
a
owe
week.
it to you. They owe it to you to make it right. And we already have our experts saying that wasn't a bad price you paid. We can't assume they're doing something bad to you. Listen, and the problem with telling you it's going to be a few days and then waiting for how long total? A month and a half? Is that what it was?
A month and a week.
Let me ask you something, Jeff. Is that unusual nowadays with rebuilds like this?
Not necessarily, no. I mean,
Okay.
Even a $2 part can hold you up for weeks.
Now, hold on. That's Kimmer Transmission, Denver, and it's transmissionsdenver.com. And here's what I want to tell you. He's a good guy. But one thing he's not going to do is throw shade if he doesn't have to. What he said so far was that time frame is not unusual, and that price was not unusual, and it wasn't high. It was reasonable. So, Linda, the only thing you have against this AMCO right now, the only thing, is that they misled you on how much time it would take. You need to get it back to them before we even get involved. Honest to God, you need to call them. And then you call us back if you have a problem. But they owe it to you to look at it. And it doesn't sound like they're trying to take advantage of you. 303-713-8255.
Pure Talk believes in American values and that free should mean exactly that, free. Well, switch to Pure Talk today and you'll get a free Samsung 5G smartphone. Now, qualifying plans start at just $35 a month for unlimited talk, text, 15 gigs of data, and, of course, mobile hotspot. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword Pure Talk, claim your eligibility for your free brand new Samsung 5G smartphone. Start saving on wireless today and switch to my cell phone company, Pure Talk.
Okay.
John?
Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies. That name really says what they do. They have a center for planning your retirement, whether you're younger and you want to build a nest egg, or you're older and you already have somewhat of a nest egg and you want to protect it. They believe in protection, and they believe in, that's called their safety bucket. Then they have their growth bucket and their income bucket. And you know what? They know how to help you through retirement no matter how much you have. Now, listen. What's really good about them is they have a number of different things for you, not just one thing. So if you have a 401k or pension, you still need a plan, an overall plan. Maybe for passing on stuff like businesses or assets, and they can hook you up there. Plus, you want to talk about other items when it comes to retirement. Call rpcenter.com. That's the website. They'll meet with you at any time free of charge. rpcenter.com. Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies, 970-663-3211. Hey, Red Rocks Roof and Solar, you heard him on the show earlier, our expert in solar. Brooke was on the phone because she was upset with a ripoff that another solar company did. Brooke is a good person. You will love the way they do business. Red Rocks Roof and Solar. Here's what they do. They help you not only in the sale and installation, but in the financing, which are loans, grants, plus you can get solar credits, and not just a 30% credit. With them, you get a 40% credit. Yep, because they use all American products. RedRocksRS.com, 303-704-2449. Sorry on that delay.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling the Martino Show.
I know. It's less at my house.
Is it really?
Yeah. I mean, it's still there.
Okay.
Right. I don't know.
All right. What's your name? Contractor. Okay. Hang on for me, and Tom will be with you as soon as possible, okay?
Oh, I don't think so. Unless you got promoted or something. I don't know.
Okay, babies, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, should I be flattered?
Things should be settling down.
Always.
I mean that I am being catfished all the time?
Always. They want you for your money. I mean, looks. They want you for your looks.
Well, I'm being catfished. That shouldn't be, like I said, that shouldn't necessarily be a badge of honor.
Well, you could take it as they think you look stupid enough to be catfished.
No, I am literally being I mean, I can tell. It is so funny. The picture, you wouldn't believe the picture. I must look like a lonely old man or something. Funny. This is the second one I'm getting here. This one site.
Ten seconds.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show. How can we help you? Let's go to the phones, as we say. And I'm so sorry people have waited so long. Honest to God, I'm so sorry. Some of you, like this Uber driver. Randy, I didn't mean to do that, okay? I didn't. Your account was suspended. I remember the problem. And God, it's just so hard. We don't know what to do. We've been looking into it. But can you explain it to others? I'm looking for your original call here as I ask you to explain it. What happened with your account?
Well, one day I signed on to Uber, and I've been driving for Uber for almost 9 years, and I got the app said I was blocked, and there was no way to get on.
So you called and says, "Why am I blocked?"
And yeah, I did, and they said because there was a duplicate account set up under my name, so there was like
so they
two matching accounts.
suspected fraud.
Correct. Yes.
And there was nothing, and there's nothing that you can do to correct it, and that's what's pissing you off, right?
No, I did correct it.
Oh, wait! You're calling with good news. How did you correct it?
Well, at first I had to file a police report.
Yeah, I remember you had to do that. What else?
Send them all my different IDs.
I remember you saying that.
Nothing happened. They kept telling me I was suspended and that I was in some kind of a queue to get a response back from anybody. And I kept calling and documenting all my calls for almost 3 weeks. I never spoke to the same person twice. I was always connected to
I have to hand it to you for your tenacity. Then what happened?
Well, I think, I was always connected to a call center. I believe that was in India. Okay, all the people there were helpful and polite, but they had no power to do anything. And several weeks went by, I called back, I told them I couldn't drive. I had to tell my story over and over again, the same story I'd already told. And then we're going on 3 weeks now, and I finally called. I probably called them 50 times in 3 weeks. Finally, I told them, this is really killing me because this is how I make my income. They finally elevated my problem or issue with some type of higher ed management that was in the Uber corporate office in San Francisco.
And what happened?
And I spoke to this lady for 5 minutes, and then she called me back in an hour and asked me some more questions, and I answered those, and then I was turned back on within an hour.
And what did they ever explain to you what happened or anything at all, ever?
Well, there was another Uber driver that got deplatformed for a violation,
And they mixed him up with you?
No, somehow that person got my information and used my information to create a duplicate account. And
because they wanted to get... Okay,
down.
Listen, man, you deserve your own dinger. Hold on. Because you solved your problem with tenacity. And Randy, did you keep that lady's number, or do you have it somewhere, or do you know how to get in touch with her if anything ever happens again?
Yeah, but you're never going to get back to those people. They have layers and layers.
Oh, my God. I am so happy for you. You ought to do a dual thing. Do they let you do both Lyft and Uber? I see some people with both signs in their window. Do they let you do both?
I've been doing both I've been doing Lyft for 6 years and Uber for 9 years.
So you were still able to use Lyft?
Yeah, but Lyft in this market has about 25% of the business compared to Uber.
Oh.
It's not even close.
Well, thank you, man, for letting us know. We appreciate it. 303-713-8255. Jennifer, she has a friend. I believe we talked about this with MS and needs cable or something. Jennifer's a really good person caring about her friend. And I believe we recommended some broadband options and all that. I'm not sure. But let's just continue and see if anything changed. Jennifer, I think we didn't have anybody assigned to this. She had a balance of $400 from her old bill that needed to be paid off, and before she can get cable at her new place. Is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
And the reason she built up a balance of $400 is why?
She was going to get the essential internet thing that was only $10 a month, but someone talked her into going with Xfinity's mobile plan. And so she got mobile phones and stuff from Xfinity. Well, when she went to turn them in because she couldn't afford it, she was thrown from her wheelchair. She got knocked out of her wheelchair. And so that opened up a whole new can of worms. And,
wait. How'd she get thrown out of her wheelchair? You're not suggesting they did that, right?
No, I'm not suggesting that. No, she was on her way. She was going into the post office.
Okay. I thought she went in to turn over her phones and they came over and tumbled her. But okay.
No.
So hold on. So right now, she is in a wheelchair right now.
Yes, sir. She's been in it for the last 7 years, and she can't drive
And
anymore.
did you
that really
say
breaks
that the
her heart.
building only gets Xfinity, right?
She was told that they have a contract with Xfinity, and so the whole apartment complex is supposed to be exclusively with them.
And she can't get any other form of broadband, you said, right?
She was told that this was an Xfinity apartment complex.
Yeah, whatever the hell that means. So when she applied, they told her, no, first you got to pay off this $400.
Whenever she went to try and get her Wi-Fi turned on, they said, you've got an outstanding bill of $400. And she was like, but I turned everything back in. And they said, sorry.
Are they saying they never got the old equipment?
That's, she said she mailed it back in. And that's all she knows is she mailed it back in. So she doesn't.
What about the emergency status you were trying to go for? She was trying to go for originally. Is that available at this building? Do they do that through Xfinity?
I couldn't tell you, Tom. I didn't know what to research, or I would have come prepared.
No, that's okay. That's okay. You're very kind to care about her. That's very nice of you. How do you know her? Are you a healthcare worker? Did you say?
Yes, sir. I'm her caregiver, and this is a new job for me. I used to work the bars. I was a bartender at the bars and stuff, so this is brand new for me, jumping into caregiving. And I got my QMAP certification so I could hand out medicine and things, and I just started taking care of this lady, and she's young, and she has a young kid who wants to play video games and such, and they need that Wi-Fi connection to be able to do that. And I said, well, let me call Tom Martino, because he's
okay,
you just never know what connections he may
all right,
have.
so we do we can give this to one of our deputies to call over to Xfinity to see if they can say, look, this woman didn't even want to spend all this money, and she sent everything back, and she needs cable. She's disabled, in a wheelchair. I think we can talk him into it.
I think so, too. That's why I called you.
Hey, Kachina, help me out here because my laptop is sleeping. I need to know if is Dollar still there?
Yeah, Dollar is still here, and he's already working on another Xfinity deal. So this might.
Yeah, that is good. That is good. Okay, good. Thank you. Let's do that. Hold on, and we're going to put you in touch with one of our deputies to see if he can do it. I'm looking for the original call here. I think I can find it, Jennifer. You called last week. Thank you so much, by the way. Yeah, a deputy Dollar I'm giving it to, and then we'll see what happens. 303-713-8255.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Michael Brown tomorrow morning at 6:30 KHOW Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
Slowdowns continue over on the west end of town. I-70 eastbound before Kipling Street. A crash blocking 2 left lanes has slow traffic back from Clear Creek Drive. We're seeing a 30-minute delay through the area. Heading east through downtown, I-25 northbound, some usual stop and go between Alameda and Colfax. Further northeast through Commerce City, I-270 westbound at Vasquez. Roadwork continues with slow traffic back from Northfield and Quebec, a 5-minute delay. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, cooler temperatures and cloudy skies, high 47 degrees, overnight low of 25. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 54. The current temperature in Denver is 35 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan at 630 KHOW.
Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
You know, Europlumbing, Colorado, .net, Europlumbing, they're really disrupting the industry. That's what they are. They're a disruptor because they're doing plumbing repairs and water heaters cheaper than anyone. Combine that with quality, and you have yourself a dangerous combination for the competitors. They're putting in water heaters, okay, for starting at $13.99 for a 40-gallon tank, fully installed, the old one hauled away. $14.99 for a 50-gallon. But here's what they say. No matter what size you want or what kind you want. They'll do it cheaper and better than anyone. 303-761-64. Excuse me, that's the wrong number. I'm looking at the wrong line. It's 303-668-6844. That's 303-668-6844. EuroPlumbingColorado.net. You know, on this show, we get so many car problems, right? You've heard them. A lot of people buy used cars. They buy them and say, well, the dealer said everything was great. And then they end up having problems. Do you know that Sheridan Auto Tech, one of our auto repair family members, they really know what they're doing, and they do pre-buy inspections for used cars. That's one of the many services they have. They do electrical problems. They do major repairs, minor repairs, the entire car, old or new, foreign and domestic. And here's what I like. They do pre-buy inspection. SheridanAutotech.com, 303-455-7242, 455-7242. We got to talk Chopper about the permits we talked about. We got to talk about it.
No, it's all on the string.
I'll look at it. Is there more than one email?
Yeah. There's like a string of like 6.
Let me look, 'cause I saw one. Let me check.
Okay. Oh, God.
Ah.
Send it to me because I only have this one. And it was from yesterday.
So we've got. We should be able to get all of
I know. It should just like include them. Well, I have her.
Yeah, you've got her phone number.
I've got her phone number. I remember the call. So we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All good.
Okay.
They should have a media relations person. Maybe you could
Well, they do.
make an angel.
Yeah. Okay. Reached out to that immediate person once before, but I got no answer.
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. Jerry, what's going on, man? What's happening?
Well, I called you last week about my deck.
Yeah. Here's what you said. You said, look, I'm getting a quote. It's 21 grand. It was 10 by 18 or something like that from Grandview or something. Yeah. And then, so then I said, you know what? We had Genesis Total Exteriors on. They said, that price isn't terrible if you need a deck. But, of course, they didn't look on site. Then Bob from LEM Landscaping, he agreed to go out and inspect the area for you and to see, what the situation is. What happened, Jerry?
Yeah, well, I was under the impression that the deck had rotted out underneath, some of the joists.
Yeah.
But he looked at it and he said they hadn't. And all we have to have done is he going to put some 2x10s in there to brace in between the floor joists.
Yeah.
So he has something to screw into. Because the others had fallen out of there over the years. And
so he was going to reinforce the frame, and what else?
Yeah. That was pretty much it. He was going to, get the screws and stuff, drive them back down in there. Some have been lifted up over the years. But he saved me a ton of money. He sounded like a really good guy. He was going to come out yesterday, but, with the weather, he couldn't do it. But,
right.
Toward the end of the week, he said he'd be out.
You can trust him for sure. Yeah, you'll love him. So.
Yeah.
I want you
I liked the guy. Yeah, I really did.
Oh, he's pretty straightforward. We use him a lot around the house. Let me tell you something. We got quotes that were so damn expensive for our sidewalk, and he did flagstone. Oh, my God, did he do a beautiful job. And it was pretty inexpensive. And I paid. Yeah, we paid. But, Jerry, thank you. LEM Landscaping, by the way, 303-564-9104. They're at referralist.com. Appreciate it. Paul, what's going on with your contractor?
Hey, Tom. Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
I got kind of a long story, but I'll try to make it as short as I can. Hired a contractor back in November. They started the job. I found out.
Who is it that you hired?
I don't know if I want to mention that yet. We're we're in the middle of we're in the middle of it right now.
Okay.
Right? So. I totally want to out them, and I will as soon as I can.
Sure.
But,
so what did you hire him to do?
To remodel a master bath and a kitchen.
Okay.
So we hired them. The kitchen is not a problem. It's really the problem is the bath. Well, they insisted that we didn't need permits because they were just going to be replacing like for like.
Yeah.
I didn't really necessarily agree with them because the contractors that we talked to had all talked about getting permits for the job. But I was okay with their story as far as what they said because they had licensed electricians and plumbers who were going to be doing the work. So I had put into the contract that if there was any permitting issues, if there were any permits that were required that we did not pull, that the company would be responsible for taking care of all of that. So I was comfortable with them saying we didn't need a permit as long as they had licensed contractors. Well, when I asked for the licensed contractor's information, they came back and told me, well, we're sorry, he's actually licensed out of Missouri, not anywhere in Colorado. At which point I said...
What kind of license are you talking about? What was he doing for you?
Well, he ended up gutting the entire master bath, which we were really just going to be...
But I want to ask you something. You hired a company, and then you keep talking about this other guy. So did you hire this other guy or a company who...
We contracted with this company, and they had a subcontractor.
Okay.
Their subcontractor.
But he can work under their he can work under their license.
Yeah, but apparently they don't have a contractor's license either.
Okay, keep going. Okay.
So they had no ability, or they had nobody on, as far as I know, working on my project who was capable of actually applying for.
Did they do a bad job? Where is the project right now?
Well, the project right now is we've worked with them, and they have been dragging their heels for a long time here. But right now we're at the process of we're trying to come up with a way to separate with them.
Yeah, but how much of the bath is? You said the kitchen's fine. How much of the bath is done?
I would say 80% of the bath is done.
If I ask the
and
contractor, would they
have
say
full
they're done or would
permits.
they say they're not done?
They would probably say they're not done.
Okay.
Basically, when
Why
I found
did
out
you
that
stop them? Do you want to just cut bait now and move on?
Well, they're suggesting cutting bait and moving on, and basically offering either we pay the full price of the contract and they will complete the job, or we pay a partial amount for essentially the part that we owe them, and then they'll just walk away from the job.
Yeah, but neither of those options sound bad to me. Hold on, and we'll come back and figure out. Hold on, just hold on. They sound like good options to me. You either get a refund for what they didn't do, or you pay them the whole thing and they finish it. That's what I would suggest, but hold on, and we'll figure out why you're having a problem with that. 303-713-8255.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Some normal busy traffic through the downtown area. I-25 northbound showing speeds in the 40s and 50s between Broadway and Colfax. Northeast of there through Commerce City, roadwork continues. I-270 westbound at Vasquez. Slow traffic back from I-70. We're seeing a 5-minute delay. Major delays out west into the high country. I-70 eastbound is closed between Silverthorne and Loveland Pass due to an accident through the eastbound Eisenhower Memorial Tunnel. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, high 47 today, overnight low of 25 degrees. Tomorrow we're going to start seeing those clouds start to part with a high of 54 and warmer on Thursday. The current temperature in Denver is 35 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 K-House.
Summit Racing has the parts you need to keep your truck rolling right, from custom grills to tonneau covers and everything in between. Shop SummitRacing.com. Use promo code RADIO for $10 off an order of $100 or more. Exclusions apply. Offer ends April 14th, 2024.
DenverRegen.com. This is a clinic that I started endorsing for stem cell therapy because they did such a wonderful job for me. And by the way, they really did. I didn't even notice it because it was 3 months later, and all of a sudden I said, this is all better. And then he reminded me, he said, the doc says, hey, Tom, don't you remember the stem cell therapy? That's how amazing it was. They also do weight loss with semaglutide compounded, only $250 a month. The same stuff those other people are taking for $1,200 and $1,400. DenverRegen.com. Hey, John Fuller is a personal injury attorney. What does that mean? That means if you're injured, he fights for your rights to be compensated for pain and suffering, economic losses, and the like. And here's how he does it. He talks to you about your case so you can feel good about him. And if you don't, then you don't hire him. But most people, they love the idea that they get to talk to the lead attorney because he has pledged to talk to everyone. He's pledged to take cases only that he works directly. No big call centers, no big committees. It's John and his team of paralegals and helpers. And you get his cell phone number. You can call or text at any time. And he means it. 303-597-4500. Notice the difference. 597-4500. And that's John Fuller at myaccidentlawyer.co. Keel and Park are estate planning attorneys. You know, no one really knows what estate planning is unless because it's different for everyone. That's what's great about them. They'll go over your entire life and come up with a plan. That's all free of charge, right? Then when they give you the plan, they say you can do this, this, and this, or just this and this, and they put it in priority, and then you pay a flat rate for each item. You can cafeteria style it or do the whole thing. Keel and Park, that's for wills and it's for trusts and for passing on your business, your assets, protecting your heirs, and you will love the way they do it. One price, Keel and Park, 970-818-8198, lawkp.com.
Let's.
Why won't it let me put in the freaking
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show.
Come on, man. I want to do a flight plan. Flight plan.
Have all this stuff in his hit for the commercials, or
Sure. What's going on?
Oh, he does. Because I do think I could do the Mark one on John Fuller. Well, we were driving home and the guy T-boned us. And my wife, she knows she was in. That one
He
I
probably has most of them memorized, but
Yeah.
he just pulls
Okay.
up the ad copy that he probably wrote.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for calling Troubleshooter Show. Please hold a moment.
Just the only day you're going to do.
this weekend.
Gotcha. Okay, you've got a problem with your movers. Let's get you on the show with Tom. He can definitely help you out. So hang on for me, and Tom will be with you momentarily. Okay? Yes, he's on air until 2 o'clock.
Is he leaving because of
So if we run out of time, I will come back on and take your number, and we could get you back on the schedule for tomorrow.
That's where she was.
But we've got a couple other callers, so just be patient with me.
I'd have to ask her. I don't know.
No problem.
So there
Hold
might
on.
be, yeah, room for it.
There might be.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show. Yes.
Yeah, Thursday.
Okay.
Those are going to be warm days, I think.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to be back in the 60s.
Okay.
I got to finish my monkey bars. I've got them in the 3 pieces. But
He swears by it.
Also by myself.
He swears by it, but we're running out of time for today, so if I could get your name and your number, I can call you back tomorrow to talk to Tom about it.
On 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Okay, so, Paul, with your contractor, what do you want? They offered either a full refund, a refund for what they've done, for what they haven't done, or finishing the job. So what do you want other than that? Because that's what we would, if we called them, that's what we would ask for.
Right. Yeah. I mean, really, what I was hoping for is be some advice as far as what I should be doing. Right. I've kind of fumbled my way through this. This is the first remodel we've done, and again.
So what kind of advice? What kind of advice do you want?
Just as far as, I mean, they had already agreed to further discounts and other concessions to the contract that they're not offering now. They're basically saying you have to pay the full contract for them to finish, or pay a certain amount to get to a point for them to essentially close the permits that they ended up finally pulling. Essentially what they did, like I said, they started the job without a licensed contractor who did all the electrical and all the plumbing work and all of that.
So bottom line is what? Why won't you let them finish?
They are number one is because
you have a contract, and I'm not understanding what they did that was so egregious that you don't want them. What is it?
They lied to us to induce us to sign the contract in the first place.
About what?
They promised us that they had licensed contractors who would be performing the job.
Okay, here's what matters to me more than anything. Okay. Right now, because you're in deep. I'm talking about practicality, not perfection. Perfection, you're not going to get. It's too late. Right now, you just want to make sure that the job is done properly. It doesn't matter if they're licensed or not.
Right.
Is it going to be done
part of me is basically, I guess what I'm asking is, should I tell them to go pound salt and tell them to sue me for the money and then bring up the fact
how much
that
do you owe them right now? How much do you owe them?
In total, we owe them an additional $14,000. They want $8,000 to walk away.
Well, you have to do the math.
And
look, you're going to have to negotiate something. If it was me, and the work is fine, I'd let him finish. That's what I would do. And if anything else, I might hire an independent inspector to look at it. Really, that's what I would do. Because, listen, I'm not saying they're the greatest company. I don't know who they are. I don't know who they are. But what matters to me...
I'll tell you their name. Their name is Elite Cabinetry and Granite Company.
Okay.
Off of Santa Fe in Denver.
All right.
And like I said, in my opinion, they were completely dishonest with us. We would never have signed the contract with them if they told us that they could not have handled our bathroom remodel, that they did not have permits, the ability to pull permits, that they did not have a licensed contractor to do the job. We would not have signed with them.
Then, all right, you're still not hearing me. If they do,
okay, I'm sorry.
If they do a good job, why do you care?
I'm worried that the work that they will be finishing up, they won't do a good job with.
But they've done a good job so far. I can't help. Listen,
well,
like I said, I can't control your thoughts. You got to do what you think is right. Let us know what you want from us, because I have no idea why you called. You kind of made up your mind. I'm Tom Martino. More coming up. Or no, we're out of time. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm sorry. Paul, we can talk tomorrow if you want. Seriously. Remember, 303 Martino. See you guys. Hey, get him back on tomorrow, because I don't know what he wants.
At 630 KHOW, KHOW.com, and on the iHeartRadio app.